Rolling, yeah? All right, man. We're going to do our corner now, yeah? So basically, we're going to talk about issues that affect our communities, all right? So specifically, we're going to identify the African Caribbean community, right? But obviously, everyone can chime in. Now, obviously, there's going to be different kind of topics, right? But I think that there's a topic that we want to start, and we don't always want to deal with racism. We always want to deal with solutions. But one thing we want to talk about is how should the black community, the quote-unquote black community, deal with racism?
Content over everything.
And how widespread is it? There's been one or two incidents happening back and forth that people have been aware of, allegedly, non-allegedly, or whatever. But the question is, how do we deal with it? Yeah? Yeah? So how do we deal, like, is there community groups that secretly plot and undermine the black community? Yes or no? And if there is, what is to be done about it? Yeah? Okay. So this is a conversation. Anyone want to jump in? Because I just won't stop.
Oh, you start off.
Yeah?
You start off.
All right. So I'm gonna start it. So when I first came here, right, I've always been community-led in the sense of whatever group you identify as, the best way to help that group is by being self-sufficient, right? And one of the challenges I face with the quote-unquote black community is we're very open, which is good to an extent, but sometimes we're unaware that some of the people we let in are actually either using or going to undermine our progress. All right, and I think week to week I'm seeing this constantly unfold. All right, so ultimately my full stop solution is self-determination. Right? Yeah, you identify a group and you start there. Yeah, whatever that group might be. But I want people to jump in the sense of what do you think the solution is to other groups who are practicing racism against the black community?
I would say first thing we need to look at is, or point out, is the various things that they've done and demonstrated against us for us to then look to the solution.
Right, go ahead.
I'm saying that we're taking people as friends and allies who demonstrate clearly that they are our enemies, hiding it within their language and behind their language.
All right.
As we have foolproof evidence of Saeed,
all right, I don't want to name call him,
dog in Kaffir.
All right.
Anti-black dog. Where he it's not shame, this is the evidence. Go look at the video. Probably most people seen it.
Right.
And he gave us the evidence where he said, this is stuff which Bangladeshis say.
Right.
Now, I've known this for time. I've been telling you lot for time. But your heart is. You hear it from him himself. Yes? Did you hear him say that?
Before you continue, anyone who's Bangladeshi or signed himself is always welcome here to talk about these issues, right? I always like to include people in this so they're not distant.
By all means, come and either refute him.
But what I'm saying is, I've spoken about... No, but it's like this, right? Let them defend it. But what I'm saying is, people can come in and give their side of it, right? But is this true from what we know? Is there a cultural group outside there that secretly have pain in their heart or hatred for the black people? And if there is, what is motivating it? What is driving it? And is there a solution? Or do we even care for a solution?
Okay, so I would say the fact that they've been brought up, a lot of them are raised in this country, been around us for so long, and a lot of black people have converted to Islam, and a lot of black people were Muslims when they came here and their parents came here from so-called African countries, etc. They are fully well aware, for instance, I'm dealing with specifically the Bangladeshi community that's Muslim.
Okay.
They are fully aware that Muslims are black as well.
Right.
So the fact that they haven't bothered to go amongst themselves and give talks about these issues to remove their anti-blackism.
Right.
For me, we are wasting our time trying to assist them in that.
Right. Yeah.
Let them go along astray if that's the way they want to be. My issue is black people taking them as allies and friends.
Okay. Now we're on the same page.
So I'm saying to you, very simply this. If we do know, as we know for sure, as their Bangladeshi snitched on the whole of the Bangladeshi community, goddammit, and said this is normal language for Bangladeshis behind the scenes.
Right.
How's it go? Anyone can quote it in Bangladeshi? N-word, da-da-da, bacha, what was it? Son of a, I mean, that's despicable language, bro.
Right.
So imagine if that's normal.
Yeah.
How must they see us?
Right.
Now, how would you say we should see those people that see us that way.
Well, me personally,
Yes,
I've always said that it's always inward looking, right? So I don't even, if someone has a negative, disparaging thing to say about black people, it's not of my concern because the solution is going to come from within. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to spend my time walking around going, you. It's of no point, right?
Hold on.
Yeah.
You might misunderstood the question. I'm saying,
yeah.
we have taken these people, we are going to, potentially going to,
right.
we have taken them as friends and allies to the point where they will fight black people, pro-black people, for their monkeys that hate them. Do you understand my point?
I hear what you're saying.
And you're not an isolated person. It's not Rap Raven alone, is it?
I hear this,
You're representing a collective, yes?
There you go.
Right, so you can't just say, oh, Rap Raven, I don't.
No, but
You
me
can't do
personally,
that.
well, we are collective individuals, right? I'm saying the practice I do is I like to look within. But if we're saying like how to treat people, right? I'm saying that we always treat people with courtesy, right?
See.
Yeah.
How to see
but
them
yeah.
View them.
I'll view them. Well, if you're saying, Lord, as opposition or as
in your classification system, yes?
Yeah.
In our system of who is this and who is that.
I
The fact, let me say it again. We've taken them as friends and allies.
I wouldn't say enemies.
And a lot of
I know you're not going there, but I wouldn't say enemies.
Who said I won't go there? They're damn right they're
there you
enemies.
go, okay.
They're enemies as hell.
Right.
Any group, listen, I want you to understand.
They're non de factos, isn't it? It's like they're not on the scale, isn't it? They're not on the scale, isn't
I
it?
believe black people ain't got no friends.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm saying, if we want to isolate, if we had communities where we didn't interact, I would agree with you. But I'm saying there are other people that are so intertwined with them.
Yeah.
And these blacks are intertwined with you or people you're intertwined with.
Right.
So I'm saying, unless the mind has a way of looking at them so that it can say, right, you see this guy here? What's he really like behind the English language?
Right.
And when he's with his brethren, what is he saying? How does he really see me? Am I a goal? Am I a means to the ends of where he wants to go and throw me away?
Yeah.
Like they were saying,
Yeah,
isn't it?
of
When they
course,
say,
yeah.
let's use respect or let's use this. Now this is part of their culture, carried through generations.
Now, if there's any person here who wants to jump in and say this is not correct,
Let's go.
jump
Anyone
in,
else want
right?
to say something?
Yeah, I don't want to start making stories. Anyone can jump in, yeah.
Carry on.
You want to go? You know what?
No shout for the shadows today. Okay, go.
It's like a speech. Let's go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm trying to really get you to come out of this tortoise show where you looking so far inward that I'm not listening. No, I'm not listening. I'm saying I agree you have to look inward.
Yeah.
But I'm saying we are not isolated creatures.
Right.
We interact with them. What they decide affects our lives.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
So we're giving them power then, right?
I'm saying we have given them power already.
All right.
And I'm saying, how do we undo that process?
Well, you know what? There's
Include everyone.
Yeah, well, the first thing, there is like the thoughtful class here, which is the people who know. And because we know, we act. But there's those who don't know, innit? So the first point is, how do you act with them? So we're going to use these incidents as a training tool, right? So everyone says, kumbaya, we love everyone, right?
Right.
But then it seems it's just black people love everyone, innit?
Right.
People don't seem to collectively love people back, right? So to them, what do we do? To the kumbayarist, yeah, we love
hold
everyone.
on.
What
You
we
just
do?
said we're the only people that love everyone.
We
but
are,
They don't.
as far as I can see.
So then what stance should we have?
Well,
I'm saying
we have to train our people to look inward. That's it.
No.
The fix it up people to understand we ain't got no friends.
Listen, no, hold on. No. Thank you very much. You see, the words looking inward, bro.
Yeah.
They sound like some meditative spiritual thing. And I agree with
That's not that one.
But I'm saying when it comes to a people that have this
a black first mentality, there you go.
black first mentality.
Yeah.
But
If you're trying to fix quote unquote the black community, right? Then you have to have a black first mentality. I mean, that whenever I constructively can do something beneficial to black people, I will. All right? And because you understand that black people need the most help, because we understand that there is no other groups chiming in on that kind of same level that it is vice versa.
Let me give an example.
Go
This is
ahead.
a brilliant example.
Yeah.
Do you and have you been caught using the terms white supremacy?
I've said that word before. Yeah.
You say that quite often, don't you?
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Right.
In the classification system of your psyche, you've said that there's a system and an ideology that sees itself supreme to blacks.
Okay. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be wise to say, okay, we've got Bangladeshi anti-black supremacy?
We do.
Yes?
Well,
Why not?
When we
it's
talk,
even worse because the white people,
hold on.
the white rich people,
You can only
their
have
racism's in English.
But you can only have one supreme.
We know what
We know what they're saying.
You can only have one supreme. So as long as you have white supremacy, there is no supremacy.
Let me explain. One sec, sorry.
Over us, yeah.
One at a time,
Let me explain.
Say that again.
I'm saying to you, my brother, the same way how you're saying white supremacy.
Yeah.
You're saying the word supreme means the ultimate. Yes? The ultimate of over everything else.
Yeah.
What I'm saying to you is, because we're the bottom of this. Right? Why do you want to make these distinctions when we're all scrambled? I'm saying by using the term white supremacy.
Right. You're ignoring
when but look at this. White people from among them fight white racists.
Right.
When have you seen a group of Bangladeshis, Pakistanis, and these mulatto Arabs and everyone else beating the hell out of them group because they're anti-black? When? When's it?
I haven't seen that. I've never seen that.
Not even for slavery, fam.
No, I haven't seen that. No, but what's that going to do with supremacy? So, for example, if white supremacy is a thing, all other things are subjugated to that. So we can't have
but not in the Asian people's minds, though.
Doesn't matter.
I'll tell you what we can have. Yeah, we can have the caste system, which is the original form.
This is what I'm getting.
That's where they're coming
from. No, but what I'm saying is you're looking at it from their angle down.
Right.
I'm looking from our angle up. And what I'm saying to you is, white supremacy does not have a thing where every single white person is a supremacist in ideology.
Okay.
It's a system that assists those at the top, yes?
Right.
And it's a system that does make white people, let's say, in a privileged position.
Okay.
What I'm saying to you is, it is so intertwined with Chinese, it is so intertwined with Indian, it is so intertwined with everyone else, where they're all making sure they get somewhere at our what? Detriment.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, but it still is a pyramid though, isn't
it? I'm saying to you, the pyramid in your mind is garbage. I'm saying when you're out there, bruv, in the street, listen what I'm saying. No, I don't mean, sorry, I'm not talking about you personally. I'm saying in people's minds, the thing that they're thinking, because for instance, we have been found to side with brown people against white racists.
Right.
Let's say, for instance, Tommy Robinson. Regardless of how we see him.
Yeah.
Let's divide his people into 50-50.
Right.
There's one 50-50, 50% anti-black racists against everyone except whites.
Right.
The others, they have an issue with the Asian community being racist against them. They've had issues with them.
Right.
They don't know who else to follow, what to do about it.
So they joined that too. Okay.
So I'm saying you get black people going against them,
right,
when the people you're siding with, you're siding with against them are bigger enemies than them.
Well, John Henry Clark said we have no friends, right?
That's what I said.
So if that's the case, then we don't need to make no distinction. Our problem, and this is the problem I said when I first came here, I identified it. I said we're not there when these discussions are being had, right? But every time we get some kind of leeway, some kind of recording, it's never in our favor, innit? So the best way to defend ourselves is to be inward, innit? That's the only way. It's the only way. If
I'm just welcoming.
When you say inward, it always think of either burying your head in the sand or a tortoise.
Okay, well, no, that's not what I mean. What I mean is we're here now, right? Yeah. We build amongst ourselves. We ring each other. We put ourselves first in all constructive, solution-based activities. Right. Yeah. That's it. And the only time we're going to reach outside is if we're trading, and even then we're trading on it in an equal level. Do you know what I mean? We're coming to the table with something worthy of trade. Yeah. Rather than a scattered kind of collective, it's a strong collective where we put our needs first.
But this is the thing. Our needs first. Yeah. But what I'm saying is the situation that we're at on the global scale is we're right at the bottom. Do you agree in the Caribbean that the Indians are further than the black people there? Yeah. Trinidad, whichever island you quote.
So in Africa and the Caribbean, there are Asian elite groups that run.
And it's commonplace, yes?
Yeah, of course.
And I'm saying to you, with this, in this framework of thinking, white supremacy, I'm just saying the problem with this idea, right? How it's carried from the 60s and whatever else to now, when the paradigm has changed clearly. I'm saying we need to look at them as equal or even worse. Because we've broken, look how much broken down we've got of the white supremacy system. Francis Cresswellson dealt with that matter. What writings have we got on these people?
But my thing is, why are we always shocked?
How are we supposed to?
If you read Neely Fuller's work, right, he does identify that regardless of what, you can only have one supreme. And these people are subjugated to that. So it is.
Who's subjugated to white supremacy?
Everyone who's underneath it, right?
Demonstrate that.
So according to him, there's three types of people. There's the white supremacists, the white people, and the non-white people. That's how he identifies them when it comes to structural racism. That's how he identifies them.
Do you see that problem? Do you see how crazy that is?
Well, you have to read his works, but this is how he identifies.
Who said I am?
Oh, there you go.
Come on, bro. That's what Francis.
Give it 10 speech in it. Give it 10 speech in it.
Hear what I'm saying?
Yeah. She quotes him before you read her book. You have to read his book.
No, I got to her book then too.
Oh, well, she says read his first, and also to watch a documentary about what they did in Germany.
No, but let's deal with what you just quoted, bro.
So which one is before the caste system?
Hold on. You just said white supremacy.
5,000 years.
My thing is, why are we shocked?
No one's shocked.
When
you should never be shocked.
I'm saying why.
What system do we create for ourselves?
Hold on. I'm saying why we are shocked.
System of justice.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to get to the point.
People's never had friends.
What he's quoted is the reason. You give them again. White supremacy, white people, and non-white people.
You have white supremacists, white people, and non-white people.
Right. And I'm saying
in a white supremacist system, that's how they view it.
And this is what I'm saying. From their, you keep looking at it through their glasses.
Yeah.
I'm saying from our glasses.
Right.
Right? Whoever's an enemy.
What would you propose?
On this level. I'm saying put them all in the same damn basket.
Yeah.
And in fact,
Anti-black.
if you're gonna anti-black, however you want to view it, or anti-black supremacists, whatever the hell it is, what my point is that even if you're gonna even make allegiance with certain people, it should be white people, because they've demonstrated that they will beat up white racists. From young, I've seen
That's where we go.
That's where we
can't
Listen,
disagree.
listen,
You aligned us with someone else.
Listen, hold
You
on,
aligned us with
no.
someone else.
I said if.
very good, innit?
Listen,
Yeah,
right,
you're guy good. You're guy good.
You
had the flag. You had the flags for a bit.
Have you finished? I like this. I like the fact that you said this while I'm here. If we were in a position of independence, but right now we are dependent on everybody else. We don't even control the value of our natural resources. So I'm saying to you, no matter what, we have to do business and align with somebody somewhere.
Right.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Right then. So who's that going to be?
But the Asians are still racist, but they still do business with
Wait,
us.
stop.
So we can't
Listen
say
to what I just
when
said
it comes
to
to
you.
business, we just align with one.
Hold on 1 second. I want to get this thing. You all had an issue when I said about this white people. Now you agree we have to do some interaction. And I'm saying to you, if we've got the choice, which one? I want to hear it.
I'm saying
you all agree?
business-wise,
Whatever interaction.
business-wise, just like them, we're supposed to deal with all of them. But we should also know when we're doing business, they are not our friends, and black people have no friends. That's it.
I agree.
Let's probably jump in.
Everyone else, we still have to do business.
Smile.
And let's include, let's include in that. I did.
One time, family. One time.
I did also miss out, and this brother here has reminded me, the Somali community on the anti-blackism.
Yeah, it's true though. Okay, jump in.
Somali community.
What about them?
On anti-blackism.
Okay.
Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I just want to clarify.
Go on, family.
So does anyone know who the richest person known to mankind ever existed? Like, do you know who he was?
Mansa Musa.
Right?
Okay.
Does anyone know, is everyone familiar with his story?
Yeah.
Of the great wealth he had?
Yeah, he went to Hajj and he gave it to Egypt. And
Every country step. Wait, hold up. Let me just get to my point, right? Of how he went through many different countries, gave out gold and whatnot.
Okay.
The amount of integrity that this guy showed, yeah. So with the Moorish community, with a lot of black empires that once existed, and how they were not known to be aggressors. They were very giving and very welcoming people. But the issues that face our black community now, and I still identify myself as a black person. I've experienced, I know what the black experience is like, regardless from Somali, regardless from Muslim. I'm still identifying myself as black. With all the black wealth that we have within our black countries, there seems to be an elitist system that's in place. Go to places like Nigeria, where it's an oil-rich country, yet there's only a few people at the top that's really eating the fruits of the labor. You feel me, right? I feel within the black community. And I've been around Asian people, I've been around Arab people, I've been around all sorts of people. I myself have experienced a lot of prejudice. I've experienced when I've gone to the masjid where I'm not seen as an individual. Does this affect me? No, I don't really care at the end of the day, because in the eyes of my creator, it doesn't really bother me, right? There is, in most communities, 10% there is prejudice. Within even my own community, they stigmatize other tribes. There was a tribe called the Bantus who
did you hear the beginning? Did you hear it?
I was listening. I'm just talking.
Did you hear the introduction that he gave? Or the subject matter?
Okay, do you want to remind me? Again?
I'm just saying, it seems you may have missed it.
Yeah, so remind me.
So what is our corner? And then one of the starting conversation is racism in other cultures towards black people, and is it there? And if it's there, should we deal with it? What would be the solution?
So there is
anti-blackism.
Yeah,
anti-blackism.
So within a lot of communities.
With the park and everywhere else.
Forget about the park. Let's look at globally. Let's look at globally from all communities. Be them Asian, be them some Arab, be them all sorts of communities. The black people, Somali as well. So black people are seen in a negative light, and this is due to societal problems. These are due to what's perpetuated by the masses, by the media. How we're looked at. We're seen as the
so you've identified it.
I've identified it. Yeah. Now this is what I want to say, right? So if we want to focus on, let's say right now, for argument's sake, the whole drama that happened with Saeed, within the Bangladeshi community, I have a Kodi that's Bengali, right? I have good friends that are Bangladeshi, right? Are they racist themselves? No. Are their parents, do they have some sort of prejudice in that?
Yes.
It exists. But what does it do? What does it stem from? It stems from jahiliyyah, ignorance and what they do not know. Do you understand?
Yeah, but then you also one of the things was before you carry on, we're talking about when black people are not there, how are people speaking? Because if those people are responsible for your progress in some area, why would they give it to you if they're thinking a certain way? So when you hear these racist tapes that goes on, the casualness of the undermining is like it's just accepted. It's like, you know, it's almost like this man is nothing. But you know this, right?
Of course they do.
You know what I mean? But I'm saying is that conversation doesn't tend to happen when you're around, right?
Of course, it's all behind closed doors.
Right.
But
because those your same friends, these people here are also our friends, and they're saying these things. So what is to be done about it?
Okay.
Now I have my solution.
This way. It does. You know what? I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be very, very fair and very, very just. Even with my own community, it happens. But does it stem from racism? No, it's just what the lack of understanding.
So racism is
cultural illnesses. From an Islamic standpoint, and I'm sure you should agree with me.
The most important thing is what is to be done.
No, hold up.
I could come to you with a gun, right?
I want to make a broader point. I want to make a broader point.
You're here clear, bro. Let me hear clear. Go ahead,
bro. I'm just saying, make a clear.
I want to make a clear broader point.
Go ahead.
Elaboration of what Somalis think and feel about
Somalis aside, I'm trying to look at it from a bigger picture. Hold up, bro. 1 second, yeah? The broader picture is, again, I can only talk about what I know.
Go ahead.
Confirming that Somalis are not black then?
What I'm saying, no, it's not that.
Some Somalis consider it black.
Sorry?
Basically,
no, it's not that. I didn't say that.
He never said that.
I hear
You guys allow me to speak.
I know, but I'm saying he came and said, even though I'm Somali, identify as black. So I'm understanding what that even though is.
So what I'm trying to say to you is, as Somalis, we still identify ourselves as black by default, right?
What do you mean we still?
Not some.
I don't get it.
We're black.
I'm trying to understand what you mean.
Okay, hear me out.
Somalis, we still identify.
What I'm saying is, when I go, if I go to Somaliland tomorrow, do you know how they see me as? Although I'm Somali by appearance, they see me as a Westerner. Wrong, am I right? Look, man, they see you as English or you're not Somali. You're not Somali. You're the Caribbean, right? So myself, I come across, there's prejudice within me. Do you understand? Not within me, sorry. Hold up, can I speak? I beg you, let me speak. I beg you, let me speak.
I'm just trying to wonder whether
your
viewpoint was abstract
push it. Like, what's going on?
Are you looking at black people?
No. How I look at
people? I'm confused.
That's why you sit back, because you keep going further.
Let him land, and then we can jump in. Hold on, family. Let him land.
We still view ourselves as black.
The subject matter.
Still.
What I'm saying is, remember, before I come off, I said the Somali community.
Right.
Instead of him pick that bone that I threw out there and say, you know what? The Somali community, because bare Somalis here have admitted that they have the same damn prejudice of anti-blackism, right? As Pakistanis, Bangladeshis and so on. And if you look on the comment section when any issue between a Somali and a black, you see how they bloody talk about
I don't care about all that. That's what I like to do.
We do. That's what the conversation.
No. See me as an individual.
It's not an individual.
It's not an individual thing. It's not individual thing, though, man.
Let him land, and then we
This shows you're not black. This shows you're not black.
Oh, like
Because I'm saying, if we're having a conversation, this is what I'm saying.
Man, not bad to that.
Hold on, let the man finish. I heard your point, right?
Man, not bad to that anyway.
No, don't do that.
Is that even needed?
We're talking collectively, not individually.
You know how I look at every single black individual here, You know how I look at every single black individual here as a Somali, as a Muslim. Not only do I see them as human beings, and I see them still as brothers. Regardless if we share the same religion, I still see you as brothers. To degree in culture, to degree in our life experiences, what we've seen. From a Somali standpoint, there exists prejudice. There does towards black people, but these are cultural illnesses.
But why though? If you're black though?
Because
they think they're Asians.
No.
Why? But why? If you're black,
We don't. I don't see myself Arab. I don't see myself Asian.
You're always trying to get self-hate.
Show me a Somali.
When they came over here, they sat with the Muslims. They never sat with
You're talking about self-hate. You're talking about self-hate, right? And identifying with oppressive groups because...
Yo, let's get one voice.
One voice. Let me ask you a question. What I see see, right? If you have, if you get identified group as black, right? Even within, say, West Indian culture, America, one voice, you're going to see black people, right, in from America or Jamaica who don't identify black because they're ashamed and so forth, right? And they then ally with other people who are oppressors, right? So in the Somali community, you're going to get the same. It just might be very widespread, right? Because of whatever historical context is.
No. With the Afro-Caribbeans, we as a people have been smashed to pieces.
Yes, I understand.
You understand?
Yes.
I'm saying they're carrying their culture generation of Somalis from 8, 9, 11 and taught their ancestral history and their culture.
I get this.
So I'm saying if you're still carrying anti-blackness, then it's deep-rooted in your psyche, bro.
But why do they carry that? I don't understand that.
No, not why. I'm saying right now you have it. Admit it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying admit the damn thing. Tell us what's going on. So we know there are at least some Somalis that are willing to tell us, like there are Bangladeshis, Pakistanis that come and tell us, bro, amongst my community.
Well, that's a good point. What he says is a good point. In any community, if there's discrimination going on here, where you're undermining people, man, it makes us swing in the game, bro. That's a good thing.
Every community, 10% on each community, be that black, be that white, be that Asian, be that Moroccan, be that anything, has cultural prejudice towards other people.
Okay, fair enough.
You might be black, you might be white, you could be anything, right? What it is.
You're making a point, all right?
That's my point. As Somalis, from a young age, we're taught our ancestry, so that our culture is not diluted. Most Somalis can count their ancestry to 20 generations, to the point where if I look at another Somali and ask him, so what's your name, bro? What tribe do you belong to? Oh, okay, you man belong to here. Oh, you man, that's your dad. Oh, that's where you man belong to. Do you understand? So we haven't got lost in translation, so we haven't got lost in history. And it's a good thing. That, in hindsight now, within the black community now, how many black brothers here can count 20 generations back?
We're talking about the Afro-Caribbean community.
How many black people can count 20 generations back?
Nigerians are black.
We're going off the topic. We're going off the topic. You came and brought us off the topic. The topic is black people have no friends. And we have no friends. We have no friends. Who's our friends? Who's our friends?
Wallahi, we have friends. Wallahi, we have friends.
Who's our friends?
That's a victim mentality.
Who's our friends?
Victim mentality to have.
Who's our friends?
You're defeated.
Answer the question.
Black people, we are our own worst enemies.
Who's our friends, bro?
You must answer the question. Who's our friends?
No, it's not. But who's our friends, bro?
It is, bro.
No, don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
When you're saying
who's our friends,
we must have discipline.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Let him answer the question.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
I won't let him
I'm
answer.
friend. When you become a friend with somebody, what's the basis?
That's individualness, man.
Oh, it's universal.
Talking collectively.
It's universal. When you become a friend with somebody, what basis do you start a friendship? A common understanding, common ground, common culture, these types
List our friends, bro.
Black people.
List our friends, bro.
You said you're going to
He's been talking for long.
Yes. Let him land this point.
No.
point.
The first step is my friends are hold on.
Where's it come from?
We must have discipline.
One sec. Where's it come from? I'm saying all it is a simple question. You said we've got friends.
Who's
all
our
we
friends?
need you to tell us.
Not individual friends.
No. Wait, bro. In regards to race,
Collective.
who our friends are, and then elaborate if you want.
There you go.
Very abstract question to ask you.
It's very abstract. It's clear as hell.
Who's our allies, bro?
All black people. What allies and what? Allies you have to be.
You asked us we got friends. Who's our allies?
We said we ain't got no friends.
Hold up.
And if you was black, you might ask
I know.
Go on,
You man, listen, I'm not biting to all of this.
You don't need to bite.
No, we don't. But you said
you can't put
ain't no corner. You feel yourself in the corner.
Not wrong with me. You man are asking who's black people's friends, yeah?
You sticking to the
The
wrong
question is this.
Yes.
Who, on a collective level, are black people's friends?
Muslims.
Go.
Muslims. Facts.
Oh, stop that, man. Is that colour? Who's the Asian? You can't be talking about black Muslims because they're us. They're us. We've been talking for long, bro. We've been talking for long.
Due to the fact some individuals.
How are Muslims a collective group that's based on how are they black people's friends?
Racism, when Islam's practiced in depth properly, doesn't exist. Islam smashes racism. The black man has no superiority over the white man. The white man has no superiority over the black man. The Arab has no superiority over the Arab. The Arab has no superiority over the camera, bro.
You're talking about a good idea.
You man are going. Listen, hold it. You man are going on.
These guys are Asian just over there and saying nigger. Why are you over there saying nigger?
Who's that? Keep the camera. What's that?
We live? All right, cool. Basically, the point I was just trying to make was, that the brothers did ask me, do black people have friends? So again, I can only truly speak from what I know. Again, I'm not going to talk about issues that I'm not familiar with or I can't really speak on. But as an individual, I have friends from Nigeria, Somalia, Morocco, all over the world. And despite them being different races or different
but he says collectively,
religions,
though.
as collectively.
No, that's not collectively. That's individuals.
He's asking, do black people have friends? That's
Yeah. But he said collectively.
Yeah, go on.
He said collectively.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
This is what I believe. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, if a Muslim truly practices their religion in depth, properly, and all the illnesses of their cultural illnesses are put aside, bro. Yeah, I think a true Muslim is a true friend to a black person. Do you agree? Do you agree?
No
Or have you
idea.
not come across a proper practicing Muslim?
Yeah, of course I have. Yeah.
When you come across practicing Muslims, do they look at you as just like just any black person or whatnot? Do they just look at the character within and just treat you on your character, who you are as a person?
To be honest, the word practicing is quite
a bit broad.
It's a bit broad, isn't it?
Broad, yeah.
But yeah, to answer your question, I know Muslims that are friends. I have Muslims that are friends that are non-black.
So,
Yeah.
and do you see them? Do you think that they
I don't know if
show
it's
any
because
prejudice?
they're Muslims though.
Okay, or it could be a character thing basically. Because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do agree. I do
Yeah.
agree. Even someone that's not practicing Islam, someone that don't even practice nothing,
Yeah.
could still have a good enough character to still not have any racial prejudice.
Yeah.
I
I
definitely
agree.
agree,
I agree with
100%.
you.
Because I've come across some people that are non-religious,
Yeah.
and I've just gone purely by their character.
Yeah,
you know what?
yeah.
Yeah, you're actually cool. You know,
Yeah,
you're actually not too bad. That was a question.
Yeah, but I think like I said, I think Raven was just saying, like he tried to bypass that argument about the individuals,
Yeah.
because we all know individuals.
Yeah.
Raven knows individuals.
Yeah.
That's why he said collectively.
Yeah.
So collectively, I feel like it may be a different argument, which I was interested to
I
hear
mean,
what that people's opinions were.
don't get twisted. Oh, that's so hype, man.
Ref.
Bundle that. Yeah, come. We're rolling again. Oh.
Camera was spared from all that fiasco.
We're rolling again.
The equipment has to continue. Sorry. So, yeah. There you go. So as you can see, you know, where was the brother? Yeah, you are. Yeah. So finish. So we were asking. Ignore all that fiasco there. Yeah.
Do black people?
Show me black. You said Muslims are black people's friends.
Yeah. So what I said, what I was just saying to Jenna right now, just a second. Yeah. I believe somebody don't have to actually be practicing. They don't have to even belong to a certain religious group or whatnot, and still have a good enough character, and they still have no racial prejudice. And I think it's due to the character things. Within Muslims, don't get twisted. A Muslim ain't perfect. They're any other human being, and they're gonna have their flaws.
Right.
Some Muslims might say some things that are off key, and that make me feel like, bro, you can't be saying that, bro.
Dude.
Understand?
Bro, we just had a situation where that just all what you're saying has been debunked.
No. Two Muslims as well. That's got nothing to do with me. That's got nothing to do with me, bro.
Bro, but then that's what we're trying to say though. The mentality of people here, bro. Come on, man. We're talking about what's happening here in the park. What can we do about it? You get what I'm saying? And then the thing's happening. The thing's happening, bro.
But I'm not into condemning that.
Don't want to fight me because man's Muslim.
That's got nothing to do with me. That's got nothing to do with me. That's got nothing to do with me. That's got nothing to do with me.
The main thing is this. Let's not turn this into a Muslim debate.
It's not. It's a black.
So you give your 2 pence. To be fair, you've fully been doing your thing. So concisely, we just got to the point where you mentioned a few individuals that you knew, and I said, look, Raven already said collective. So collective, who are our friends as black people? I said it was interesting and I wanted to hear the answer. Please supply the answer.
So, okay, cool.
Quick, concise, and then let's move
so
on.
again, it's a very
collective.
It's not collectively. Look,
Who are black people's friends?
Collectively.
It shouldn't be that hard. Friends, like come on, man, you know your friends, right?
Yeah, listen, I know who my friends are at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. So it
I know
shouldn't be
who my
hard.
friends are at the end of the day. But how I look at how I look at bro. No, hold up. How I look at again, my stance is final, bro. Yeah. If a Muslim truly practices Islam, they are black people's friends. Fact, because they have no racial.
Okay, I agree. We have a worse scenario.
100
Just like if a righteous man doesn't practice righteousness.
But at the same time,
that's
you
not
don't
a
have
people
to.
group, innit? Yeah.
You asked me who the black people's friends. I said Muslim.
Yeah, you're talking about a concept. You're talking about a concept. I can say this thing about a Christian. I can say something about.
So you want me to ask what countries or ethnicities? Is that what you're saying?
When it comes to tangibility is important, right?
We've been talking for long now.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, you've given that, and we're saying as a concept I agree, but as a practice I don't. Yeah.
In principle,
because those Muslims are human, and we're saying that and in those groups when we're hearing recordings, they're all saying the consistent thing. Black people are still at the bottom and still mistreated. So that's why.
See what Saeed did, yeah? I don't agree with them actions. I don't agree with them actions.
This is so much more bigger than they do.
Yeah, I don't agree with them actions. Do you understand, yeah? But as my Muslim brother, does he have the right to be forgiven? If Allah's forgiven, who am I to not forgive him? Who am I not to forgive him?
But what I'm saying, principle,
who am I not to forgive? We can listen. What he said, I'm not supporting that.
But where you're going means nothing, right? Because these things mean nothing. What I'm saying is, we're trying to find solutions for these problems, right? So what you're saying isn't a solution. That's just a whimsical talking. I'm saying, yeah, there you go. So I'm saying we don't need to concern about no forgiveness or nothing.
We're going off topic.
We don't make the situation better for us.
So this brother tried to give a solution. We're agreeing that in principle this is nice, but in reality it's not going to work. So what other solutions do we have?
I'm saying the last time I came here, I told black people, man, ain't got no friends. Yeah, individually, cool. You know what I'm saying? But collectively, we ain't got no friends out here, right? And the last time I was here, I was putting on the Asians and I was telling them the same thing. And it was this same brother who jumped in the bullet for them. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. I don't care. I don't like all these things. I'm about truth, innit? You know what I'm saying? And again, black people were standing around in a circle, and again, a man came while he was saying we got friends. A man came and just proved his point.
Prophecy,
you know what I'm saying? A man came and just proved his point. Again, not an Asian ain't come here. No, let me speak. Yes, I don't give a fuck, and I'm saying Asian, and I'm saying Asian. Even if I'm saying white, listen. I'm talking collectively. I'm not talking about individually. You know what I'm saying? So again, let me speak. Again, I am saying there ain't Asians that has come here and stood here and defended their thing. A token black person, excuse my French, has come to back them. You know what I'm saying? It's come to back them. Like my thing is that why are you taking the bullet for them? If they are not racist, let them step to the plate themselves and say, listen, my brothers, this is what it is. But don't take the bullet for them. Don't take the bullet for them. And no, bro. No, I don't care. No, I did not say that. I did not say that. But don't take the bullet for them. Don't take the bullet for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of black people taking the bullet for other people. You know what I'm saying? Don't take the bullet. Can I say something? Let me make it clear. Because he keeps on saying Asians a big place.
Because you've had a bad experience, couple bad experiences.
Can I speak?
I haven't had bad experience with Asian people.
Can I speak?
Am I still condemning them?
You might be compromised, brother. You might be compromised.
Hold on.
Can I speak?
It's individuals, bro.
Asia's a big continent. Asia's a big continent. That is very true. Can I speak?
What kind of
Wait. Can I just say? No, listen. No, listen. Listen. Oh my gosh. All right, can I speak?
Let him speak.
It doesn't matter which Asians I'm talking about, because I said in the beginning, black people have no friends. So don't tell me who are we speaking about. I'm talking about everyone. Simple. I'm talking about everyone. Simple. Individually, yes, but not collectively. We ain't got friends. You weren't.
Okay.
The thing is, brother, the reason why I'm confused is because he's talking about a collective concept, right? And collectively, no people
is hard. The black experience is hard. Don't get it twisted. It's hard. It's hard. It's not easy.
And how do you
In terms of
the black man out the way.
in terms of getting jobs, it's hard.
Discipline. Come on.
In terms of getting jobs, it's hard. In terms of walking down the
What is to be
street,
done about that?
what has to be done about it is, as black people, we need to start promoting black enterprises, black businesses, black empowerment, to know who we are, know our history, black education. Once you realise, once black people realise who we are, as who our identity is,
Everyone talking still.
then we know how to to face the challenges of the world. The black experience is the hardest. Personally, it's the hardest experience.
Okay.
Do you understand? What, just because I'm Muslim, I don't get stopped and searched. Just because I'm Muslim, I don't even talk about Muslims. What he's saying?
You're not visibly Muslim or something. What do you mean?
No, because what you
Ain't black people Muslim?
No,
We talk about.
I was in Gambia.
black Muslims don't have.
I didn't talk about religion.
Because you're saying Asians.
No. Because I said Asians. Are you Asian?
My bad. Okay, my bad.
Are you Asian?
Well, you might be compromised. You might be compromised.
Look, we got Asians here. We got Asians.
Taking it somewhere else.
Real Asian.
God, I apologize.
We got real ones. We got real ones.
How do we overcome these problems? Again, it comes to black empowerment. Okay, we promote black businesses. We promote black history. We promote black enterprises. All these things, but not to the point where it becomes like black supremacy. You feel me?
Well, no one's ever mentioned black
supremacy. No such thing.
Borderline thing.
Alright, bro, you hijacked this whole thing, bro. You're supposed to be out corner, You've been cutting mad shit. I don't want to hear some of the other brothers.
I just want to know, can we still be called a nigger, under all these things? So even if we have businesses, like we do, you gotta say, even if we enterprising, no,
we give power to the world, though.
Come on. How you saying we're giving power now?
Do we not? Do other black people not say nigger?
This is music. We're talking about music.
Yeah, but
in music, they use the word.
On road as well, man. People still call it.
Nah, not as much. Okay. Don't act like.
But it's through the music, though.
You don't hear that on our vocabulary.
No, it's through the music, bro. We're talking about music.
That's not. Oh, today, this conversation. No, not today. Not today. Today, I only come about. I've heard it in the park.
What?
The white man persecute
The nigger. Oh yeah,
We've been here for long.
no one used it. No one used it here.
Well done, brother.
Yeah, exactly. No one's used it here today.
Alright, next thing. Okay,
Go
so
on.
you, Matthew, you were talking. Go ahead.
Slight infiltration. What? Slowly. Subconscious.
Are you man said to talk and listen? We had to talk and listen.
Subconscious infiltration.
Two questions that were asked there and it's all haven't been answered. Yeah, six from over there.
Yeah. Go on.
So one was about, because what you said there is a bias towards black people in the Somalian community, and I'm asking you why if you're black. That was that, and the other one was about the Asian community. Is there a racism towards black people in the Asian community in their language? That's what we asked.
You can answer that.
Yeah,
there is definitely a prejudice against black people in the Asian community, right?
Them.
What Saeed said, what Saeed said was totally wrong. We condemn that act, and we hope that he never does that again.
Okay, we're talking about in the Asian community.
I've said that. Yes, there is. I've just said that there is a underlying racism in the culture.
Saeed, man.
Yeah?
Fuck all of that,
but what
man.
I'm saying is,
Told you lot about Saeed from how long ago, man?
That thing here is not the prevalent. It's not the prevalent. It's not the thing that's the most. These are the
underlying.
We have certain closet racism underlying. It's like,
fuck these guys, man. Fuck all of these guys.
But
Bruv,
being blatantly racist and saying,
show
I'm better
yourself
than
in
him
your
because he's
actions.
black, I'm not black. We don't have that racism in it.
Every man loves the
We have that racism, as you know, like as in they want a lighter complexion. They man want lighter complexion and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we even have those kind of undertones to it.
You feel me? Bear man.
The caste system is Indian.
Right.
Yeah, the caste system is a Hindu, and that's a racist system, brother.
Right.
Yeah, so you see the man that are from India, they follow the racist Hindu caste system. Yeah, where the Brahmin at the top, the lightest skinned man, and the darkest man at the bottom. That is not in Islam. It's got nothing to do with Islam.
Where are the cities?
Yeah?
Where are the cities? Where are the cities in
Yeah,
there?
in the Hindu caste system.
Where are they?
Not in Islam.
Where are the cities?
And the Dalits.
Where are they?
Yeah,
Where are they?
they're bottom, innit?
The bottom of the bottom.
Of the Hindu caste.
When you get to the bottom, you realise there's a trapdoor and some ladders, and then a chute, and then now you're really at the bottom. And then that's what you see.
Let's get some order.
Don't upset, man. Forget that. That's not what we're talking about. Anyway, man.
One voice.
We're not
Show the
shipping.
picture, Kimo. Isn't that black Muslims? Black Christians.
Let's go back.
Alright. You
know what I don't like? You know what I don't want? Man keep on saying Muslims and Muslims because you're separating the black Muslims from us. Stop that. We never mentioned nothing about religion or anything. We never mentioned nothing about Muslims or nothing. We never mentioned the Quran or nothing. We talk about culture.
Now, culturally, you're on point. We have that. I'm admitting that. I'm holding my hands up to that. But I don't like when man's come and deny stuff, innit? These are
Alright, cool. So then, back to this one voice. Yo, King. Let's get some order. Let's peel it back a bit.
Yeah.
Go in that. Let's peel it back so brothers, because there's all kinds of man. Yo, King.
Step back, pick up. Let these guys talk.
He's got his headphones on.
Let me talk. Let me guys talk, man.
Yeah, like not even step back, step in, so that everyone can just.
So the statement was said that black people have no friends, and some people have jumped in. Yes, we have, and it's yet to be proved.
And it was a
Who are
black
black
man who
people's
said it.
friends?
It was a
And
black
do
man
we
who said
need
it.
friends? There we go.
Carry on. So anyone,
Do black people need friends? When I first came, I said we need to look inwards and work on our own issues, but some people face necessary to seek out allies.
Not right now. I don't think collectively we don't need no friends right now. For the fact is, we ain't even dealt with each other right yet.
We need to fix
You're saying
ourselves.
before we keep letting people in. I'm not saying individually you can't have a white friend, your Asian friend,
Quarantine,
but I'm
we
just
need
talking about
quarantining.
collectively,
Quarantine
as
period.
Asians would do it and other people would do it. I feel right now we ain't got friends. We've never had friends from the beginning. We've never had friends. Again, I'm not talking about individually.
I'm gonna find it hard for anyone to argue with this.
Bro, we're not
We've
friends.
never
We're
had
not-
friends.
So you know, we're not even friends amongst ourselves.
So that's what
He
I
said that. He said that.
We're not even
I
friends
said
amongst
that.
ourselves, innit?
Say again.
That's even more reason.
know,
That's even
That's even more reason to understand what he's saying.
So then,
If
and
you
then my
can
other
admit that.
thing will be is that what I don't again respect again, but again through history it shows you that a black person always defends other people. He again just said whatever he said. But yet he's still here fighting.
I hear that. No. This is what I'm fighting for.
He's trying to separate
This is what I'm fighting for.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is what I'm fighting for.
He's saying the religion has nothing to do with it.
I can speak for myself
that
here.
is the
What
problem.
I'm not fighting for individuals.
No, it just happens.
One at a time.
That guy is a
You can't look. One second.
But is it
All I'm saying,
One
I am not defending. I'm not defending individuals. Yeah? We can't collectively look at. We can't collectively look at all Asian people as racist and prejudiced. Is that
Never
right?
did
Is that even
never
right?
did that.
Common.
We never did that.
No, but then
I
we shouldn't be
said
looking
we have
for
no
saviors.
friends.
Say that again.
We shouldn't be looking for saviors.
We need to save
I did not say all. I didn't say they were racist.
Who these friends
All
are
of them were
here,
racist. I said individually we can fuck with them, but collectively we ain't got friends. Collectively we ain't got friends. You know what I'm saying?
But hold on, stop.
Cohesion, friends, all the same thing.
He knows he can't say
knows
that.
that.
He can't say
Unity,
no
partnership, all
because
the
he's
same
Muslim.
thing.
So he can't say that. Like,
Yeah, all the
what
same
are you saying?
thing.
He can't say that.
Let's not play semantics.
No,
Like, you see how we're saying that how black people we don't have friends, and we know that we don't have friends. He can't agree with us because he's Muslim, and in the Quran it speaks against that.
No. Because even he would say like he understands.
I know that.
No. He's not saying that. But he's saying those that truly practice. Raf. He's saying those that truly practice
never
Islam
be that.
would be friends to black people. Yeah?
Of course,
And a true friend.
But he's
A
not
true
saying
friend.
all people of different races. So I think you can say that we don't have friends when it comes to
You know what?
don't
the
have
aspect we're
friends.
saying.
You know what?
You're saying against Islamic
I
teaching.
fully understand your
you
point.
see it.
I fully understand. I'm not.
What you would say is Muslims, a good Muslim, but that's cool. A good Christian,
Let me
a
drop a
good
sign.
Hindu, a good Sikh.
When you go to certain
Because you know
Would
why?
be a friend. You get me? That's
such a broad question he's asking.
Wait,
Get me?
it's how you're seeking, right?
Yeah.
So
wait,
They're separate
if we go amongst the Irish group,
the
right,
runnings of
and you're
this.
trying to find solutions for Irish group, very rarely do you get an Irish person trying to defend other people and bring other people forward. But black
holy
people,
means, isn't it?
we always bring other people forward. You've done that today, right? We're trying to find solutions, and you have brought other groups in, and you've made up stories, like he said, right?
That's why.
What you have done.
But
you have done
That's
this.
why.
No black people.
Oh yeah, no, I know
We
about
not all
Hollywood.
belong to different religions, right?
So what's that mean? We didn't mention religion. We didn't mention religion.
Hey, back to the question.
Anyway,
Back to the question.
Well, we didn't mention religion, man. The best thing for you to do is just say you made a mistake.
Alright, yeah, let's move on. Let's move on that bit.
I've never seen him.
Talking about when it comes to country allies.
I'm talking about black
You need,
people.
why do you need so much clarification?
Because I
Can I say
know.
something?
All right,
Can I
listen.
Wait,
Black
go on.
people, okay. Do you believe
let me
in
go
a?
there.
Do you believe?
I've
One
got
second.
you.
Sorry,
Go on.
mother.
No,
Do you
go on.
believe in a concept of black people as a collective?
Why?
Because you said you're black, so you buy into the concept of being black.
Black people as a concept.
Do you? Like,
Black
I'm just saying,
concept. The black concept.
Do you know?
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So now the black concept. Do you see them as the black concept having strong allies within the white, the Asian, the whatever other subdivisions they are of humanity? Do you see them having like strong allies where you're like, yeah, these lot work good together.
White people with Asian people and whatnot.
Do you see that in a beneficial way as a whole for the collective of this black concept?
You know what? I don't see that now.
Okay,
I don't see that now. I don't see that now.
So what I'm saying is,
so why you
that's what he means.
Hold up.
That's what he means. That's all he means. So we've got there.
Okay, now you've explained it to me like that, man. Get it.
He's got there.
I'm
I hope I
reasonable,
explained it.
But what you were saying, man, G, yeah.
Forget what he was saying. We've got to what he means.
We've got a point, no, bro.
Loud King, man. We got to a level of understanding, where we know at some point it's black people on their own, innit? Like they're not really. You can't say, "Wow, this lot are really helping." Boom, boom, boom. Because like even with the philanthropy that you see, you can see like they're giving people like vaccinations and they're sterilizing them.
Real.
You know these things are happening. You get me? They're spreading diseases and so even when they
like
even under the face of charity, they just build more ways to go in there and disrupt and keep people. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a very deep thing.
Guess what though? Yeah, this is what I gotta say. Is that this is why we don't really move forward in things, because I feel to myself is that while we say let's kind of do our thing and move in a connected, we always got a black person that wants to say, nah, include everyone, everyone. And through history, that is why we've always been. Do you know what I'm saying? We've always been like that. Like, again, I don't want to bring up again, but the last time, fam, I was onto them, bro. Like, onto, you were there, innit? Yeah, remember? Yeah. And then I thought, I looked, and I swear down, Ruba, I was shocked that by the time I blinked, I was circled by black people. Yeah. Remember that? I was circled by black people. All the black people said, don't worry about how I portray myself. You know what I mean? Watch how you portray yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because right now you got bare bullet holes you're taking for other races. You get me? So like I'm saying again, yeah,
bro,
is that
he's right. I'm gonna let you know, yeah.
You know what?
I'm so happy. What I'm saying is, the thing is, your heart is good, right? But Jedi broke it down for you, right? So we have to learn together.
The way you broke it down to me, in that sense, in principle, I get it.
That's the principle.
Especially in our current day and age, I get it, I understand.
We have to have tangible steps, bro. We can't have kumbaya, universal, everyone's gonna drink Kool-Aid kind of thing.
If we've got these problems now, what are the solutions? Go on, what's your solutions?
Well, I'll jump in the solution.
I just said my solution.
We need a code.
Why has it got to be combative like that?
Hold on. I genuinely want to know.
Yeah, I know, but the way you've done that, it ain't got to be combative. Let's switch up the energy because we're talking about building. Come on, like, get me. There's an energy that's come in that's made man like.
We can move closer. We can move closer if the people that want to do something and make moves, that the people that don't want to do something just be quiet and let us do our job.
Let me add to this, brother.
That's
it. Me and this brother, we might have different ideas in life, right? But the reason why we can get along is because we have the same goal in it, right? We actually want what's better for black people because we realise that there's a lot of pain going down there, right? So we should start the conversation there. If we start the conversation there can be no egos, isn't it? Because we generally want to see people who are mistreated do better. It's a general thing. One of the challenges is we forget that when we come together. We start thinking about other things and like we say, well, are you going to hurt other groups when you try to help yourself? That's why, for us, no one's ever mentioned religion or supremacy, but it comes up all the time. So what is in your psyche or your soul that's making you think that when black people who we identify as mistreated, there's recordings of the mistreated there. When we come together, people talk about supremacy. When we're at the bottom. You know what I mean? We've already identified that. So something's going on there, innit? And that's why we're trying to iron that out, brother, innit? That's what we're trying to do. So there we go. So all right, so what I'm saying is, I say we should have codes of conduct, right? We've all got different religions, ways of life, right? But if we understand that everywhere we go, we find black people at the bottom, right? Let's have a code for that. Let's say that we're going to be black first in that narrative, innit? Because we realise we're being mistreated, regardless of where you're from, if we've been identified as black or identified as black, rightly or wrongly, we're going to work together to work on those solutions, innit, right? And this trumps anything else, because we realise that even though when you mention religion, when you mention sexuality, or you mention anything else, it seems that black people are at the bottom of all those activities.
Thank you.
You see what I'm saying? So there must be a smart way of acting, innit? Yeah? And I think that's the smartest thing we can do. That's the code of conduct we can erect for ourselves then. That's what I believe.
Said it, leave your gods at home. You know what I'm saying? We stand with one order.
Black businesses, black enterprise, I truly believe, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone can disagree, I truly believe the only way to black people being free from a lot of society's pressures is black independence through financial independence. By promoting black businesses, black entrepreneurs.
How do you get
black people spend a lot. Listen, black people spend. Wait, hold up,
How do we defend against the racism themselves?
Right? No, forget that. Let's talk about black people.
Keep missing it.
Bring it up.
Asian. I'll buy something off this. You nigga. Yeah. We're not going to do that, man. We're not going to do that.
We want a new voice. We want a new voice. Let
Let's been doing that.
I just want to suggest a solution.
We've been doing that.
Okay, so when it comes to
that ain't helping.
black people, we spend a lot when it comes to like the country we're in.
We know our
foreign. Come on, bro. You ain't.
I hear this, bro, but we know our faults, man.
Yeah, I've been talking
How
for
much
long.
black man do you see what rocking a Gucci?
We always talk about our faults, man. Don't talk about our faults. We know our faults, bro.
Let me finish.
We know our faults.
You got one line because we've got new people here. So go.
We gangster at.
Watch out. Empowering black businesses and black enterprise.
Yeah, we've been doing that.
Spend commerce within ourselves.
Okay.
This builds. We can build up. It's
not going to work here.
We can build black projects, black youth clubs, things that empower black people. To financial independence, that's when black people are truly going to be free. But however, the black man thinking about that paycheck, that ain't the job, he's knowing about that trainers that are coming in.
Can I say one thing?
I'm going to say something, please.
Wait.
No, because I wanted to mention this topic, please.
Go ahead.
See history, yeah? We've done this before. Tulsa, Oklahoma in America. We had buses, we had banking systems, we had schooling systems, and that we see buses. That was invented by us. They didn't know how to do that. They didn't need buses. They all had cars. So that transport system, it was all created and invented by us. You know what they done to that town?
Oklahoma bombing. I know what happened.
They bombed it down with airplanes. So anything we tried to do, like my brother is saying, we don't have no friends. Let me finish talking. Everyone had to wait for you to finish talking. No, we as a black people, I'm going to say black because that's what you understand. As a brown people, we have, as businesses, barbershops, Caribbean restaurants. We might have a little name brand sort of thing. Our girlfriends might sell leaves, or our girlfriends might do some eBay thing, herbal medicines and makeup and that. As people, I've been to the Black Businesses Matter in Bernie Grant Center. I don't see no one there trying to help out Sophie when the Black Businesses Matters around, because she's on the same vibration that you're saying. Through black businesses, we can do something, but they still don't. They still want to buy Italian, Tommy Hilfiger, German whips.
Right. Louis Vuitton.
Italian.
Can I say something?
We don't have friends.
Let me show you this. Come on. Cool. Let me show you this now. Come on. In the beginning of this conversation was like, how are we going to deal with racism against us? And now it's changed to what black people must do and our thoughts. But man ain't here for none of that shit. None of that shit. In the first beginning, our solution was what we going to deal with when people coming with racism shit to us. And it's dealt with. And my thing is, you either got one side that's on a busting over in heads, and you got another, then you got another side that want to do intellectual, and you got another side who's talking business. That's cool, but don't keep coming here and trying to take us off point. My point is that man's calling man niggas behind closed doors. Man ain't saying it in front of man's face. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want man to come here and keep telling us what we're not doing, what we're not doing. We as black people know our faults. We know our faults. You know what I'm saying? So right now, we're looking at their faults, because for a very long time we've been looking at our faults. So at the end of the day, we got to start looking at their faults now and realize that we have no friends, and behind closed doors we are Negroes, and in their face we are their friends. Simple. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't going everyone. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do this because you know what it is. You know what it is, my brother. Let me finish. I'm gonna show you this for certain. I'm gonna show you this for certain. Yeah. I'm gonna show you this for certain.
You know it's not everybody.
I'm gonna show tell you this for
No
certain.
one can say it's every person.
That when I hold up my gun, another race never has to worry about getting shot when people like him are walking around. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look around, there's a few Asians around here, and none of them have spoken. But this black person wants to rep him and take all the gunshots. And take all the gunshots. Come on, that's him.
Where I'm saying? We have to listen. There's a purpose, right? And the purpose is black people have been mistreated. So if we do all this is part of the problem. Yeah. So wait a minute. You guys also have a common issue, right? That you realize there's people who are practicing racism and making your life harder. So making each other the enemies doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. So we have to value intelligence.
You don't need heroes.
We have to value intelligence. We have to value.
You don't need heroes.
Anywhere through history.
No man diving in the way like
Not the Asians. Go on Instagram. How much black businesses are progressing right now? Man are selling trainers. Man are selling women out here doing makeup and that. How much black businesses and people are supporting one another? I support my brethren, whatever hustle they are doing. Do you understand? What I'm saying to you, the problems within. I don't really care. See me. I don't care what people say behind closed doors. I don't care. It don't bother me.
I do.
Should I tell you why?
Especially when they call me
I know.
it should bother you.
Should I tell you why? Should I tell you why?
It should be an example of how some people I don't know why you wouldn't learn from
I
that.
can't control what people are saying, because I've got prejudice within my own community towards me, my tribe, and that. Does it bother me?
70% of the audio.
I don't give it.
Bro, you've been talking for long, bro.
Let me speak.
You don't act like it.
I don't give it.
You don't act like you're oppressed or
Listen, my mind ain't defeated.
No, it's not
Yo, we already found some common ground. Then we went and backtracked. Man, wait, fam, you've been talking for hella long, bro. I'm not gonna lie, and you said some valid points and whatever, but this conversation is being sidetracked from the original kind of thing. So, with all due respect, can we open up the circle a little bit?
Open the circle.
Yeah. Step back a bit. Yeah. Open up the circle a little piece. Yeah. And let some other people now.
I'm just trying to shed light.
But right about now, we're just stuck banging our Islam this, Islam blah, 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 blah.
I mentioned something about last 10 minutes.
It's just, the problem is,
What you said, was like, I don't care what people are saying about me behind my back. But what you don't understand is, what people are saying behind your back affects your people.
Right.
So you should care what they say
affects how
behind
they
your back.
treat you. Exactly.
So that's very easy to say, I don't care what they say behind my back. Bro, you should care, which affects your people.
So what you don't know will hurt
I've
you.
got such thick skin to the point where...
No, I've heard it. What I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
No, we don't mean like that. We don't mean like that. We don't mean like, are you going to be hurt? Insulted? No. What I'm saying, what it is, they're giving you a snapshot of their psyche towards you, and what they're going to be passing on to their generations when they're making their transactions. Now, there's a reason why when you're sitting on the train and she comes on and she looks and she goes and sits there and she goes, I'd rather stand over there. There's a reason. There's a reason why the Polish guy comes down and you don't want to sit next to you. There's a reason why. There's a reason. You know that I can sit on a train, and have no one. Or I've seen it with people that look just like me or different black people. That people don't want to sit next to you. Why? Because there's an inbuilt prejudice. And what it is, this makes you say stuff. Look. Saeed already displayed he had a prejudice from early when we was doing the G circle. I have no idea why anybody wants to continue any communication with him or any. Like, there's no surprise.
He's the right person to give out that one.
It doesn't matter. There's so many men like this. However, there's so many men like this, bro. Gotta be your brethren. You can never go to their yard. You get me, Gonna be your brethren, gonna be your bro. Hear what I'm saying? There's so many. Listen, bro. You understand? Even your brethren, you got friends of all different races, yeah. Some of them, you wouldn't be able to go to their yard.
Sunken.
Because they're family.
I agree.
Their family. So now you would presume because they're cool with you, they're different from their family. But what happens is, if they're not actively challenging the behaviour of their family members and they condone it, they actually sanction it. So hear what I'm saying. It's very important to understand, fam. When man is talking from this concept of we have no friends, we're not talking about the individuals. We are aware that there are many. We are aware that there are many individuals that go against that. However, the masses and the collective is what we're talking about, and we're talking about arming ourselves with the knowledge that. But this is, I don't think this is dumb. Man should know. Everybody should know. Everybody should know that most of these people here in their homes have some racism towards man. Man can know that. But you know what? Guess what? Guess what? At home, some of your people got racism towards my people as well.
Who's the first person to confront them? Me.
Yeah?
Me.
My homies.
Man is not coming from that standpoint.
And then you got Nigerians who were behind each other's back. They're talking about each other's tribes and And we know all this. Why are we acting like we're surprised? Why are we acting like we're surprised? If we know it happens within our own race, or within our own races or own subgroups or whatever you want to, tribes, we know tribalism is real. Why are we going to be surprised when we say that, Raj, you know what, in the Asian community, it's racist, bro.
And my
we
thing
know it's racist,
is
bro.
why, again, it's always a black person
My question to you is,
fighting, fam.
how do we empower the black community, of how to combat these situations?
What do you mean combat?
I'll tell you how.
How do we uplift the black people?
Sorry, 1 second.
So, for example, the 14-year-old kid that's going home to little Timmy, he goes to this white person's house and his parents don't seem to like him.
Fuck little Timmy, we talk about the Asians right now.
How do we
talk about the Asians, we're not talking about white people right now. Don't take us off cold.
What's wrong with Asians?
See, that means
no one
we're
said
there for
anything's
long.
wrong with
Asians?
Yeah, come talk then.
Come talk.
Are you Asian?
He's Afghan, so he's
Afghan.
Asian.
Okay, so
Afghan.
do you want to ask him something as an Asian?
I don't want to ask him nothing.
Okay, cool.
There wasn't nothing to ask. There wasn't nothing to ask.
You did say
I just said, because you keep.
Yeah,
No, listen. I said, if you listen to me, I said before that the beginning was not about really white people. We talked about the situation with Asians, fam. And then again, he came off the topic and started talking about what black people's faults. And now he's brought white people so we can start talking about white people. This is not a conversation about white people.
So this is about Asian people.
This has been about Asians, and the fact is of being their friends in front of them and behind them. And behind doors.
That's what we're talking about.
It's simple. And I said, no matter what coast we're talking about, I don't care, but I'm not talking about what part of Europe are you talking about? England? Or you? No, I said black people have no friends collectively. You know what I'm saying? Simple. And that's it. And my whole issue is
prejudice is everywhere, in every society.
Yeah, we understood that. He said that, my brother. I said that. I understand that. But you know what the thing about it is that when you're prejudiced against me and him, there's no difference. There's no difference. You're prejudiced. You know what I'm saying? Oh, stop it, man. If we don't know, we're both black. We're both black.
Do you know what? All right, let's ask him. All right, let's ask him. You ask him.
Like, are you doing it? Okay, so can I ask you a question, in the Afghan community? Is there any prejudice towards black people?
Of course there is.
Okay, go on. Okay, now your question. That wasn't the question.
If there is prejudice against the neighbor.
Brother, 1 second. Go on.
Yes. Talk about the neighbor. Talk about a
Yo, you guys. 1 second. Where's the discipline? Hold on, man. Yo, King. What one, man?
My experience.
You lot are like fish in a barrel, bruv, man.
Nah, but you're jumping up.
Go on. Hear what he's saying.
Are you doing anything to educate the Afghan community not to have prejudice?
I do my family, yes.
Your family? What do you mean?
I tell them
So he teaches his family not to be racist.
So then again, we're talking about prejudice between other people. We don't care about other people.
Is that consistent with doing something? Yeah.
Like that's mad.
Consistent with doing something.
Yeah, teaching your family. So we can all say that. As in his children. He's not teaching his parents.
So why is my parents off?
No, he never said the wider community. He said his family.
He said his family. Well, that's still the wider community.
If my brother,
if your brother
makes a comment about a black person, I tell them off.
Of course. Individualness.
So that on an individual basis, but he does nothing to address it in society. Just on, he did. So I would still say nothing, though.
At least one person.
I would still say nothing.
Once I sat with the black man, once I spoke with him,
that changed your mind.
Wow, you sat with one.
Virgin Media, right?
Once.
There's no need for that.
Tell us more.
Fam, stop taking the bullets, man. Please, man. Fam is a grown man, fam. Allow it, man.
In my land, not much black people, so you cannot interact and everything. The only thing I knew before I came to London, the only thing I knew about black people through Hollywood. They were gangsters.
Everyone step
They
back.
were drug dealers. They were drug dealers. They were the man.
Drug dealers?
No, they were in Hollywood films.
Double drug dealers. Double drug dealers.
Blasted right now.
What I thought, that, okay,
Degenerate.
of course. But once I came to this country,
Did you
And I
mention
slept
drug
with
dealers?
black people. I ate with black people and everything. And
But what
plus,
made you do that in the first place? Because you had a negative view.
Negative view of them.
So what made you then
So the goons in the corner
and
realised what it was.
Once I said talk, and I got the balance and no, good and bad is in every society, in every race.
Yeah.
So as a cab driver, I know black people who got off my car, took my money and pissed on my car. But I cannot say every black man is like that.
Well, guess what? I bet you the percentage is more with white people, not with us. You know we don't really do them things there, pissing on cars and shit like that. You may rob your buddies, but we ain't gonna sit there and piss on cars. Don't forget that. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying more white people probably do that than black people. So I don't care. Don't care the
good and bad, as I said, is in everywhere.
I know. I respect that, but this was right now was about the disrespect on black people.
No, you can't.
You lot are changing the
You
subject
cannot
again.
say every Pakistani, every Afghan is good.
I didn't say that. That didn't even come from my mouth, or no one else's did. My whole issue is,
If I go and live in Pakistan, is it a problem?
I just said,
man lives in these countries, it's a
Generally, from the
problem.
black
That's what I'm
community,
saying. I know.
we generally don't collectively have a widespread hatred towards, say, the Afghan community. It's like if we're in a circle and someone talks about Afghani people, we're gonna go, oh, those-
Because you've never seen an Afghan, you never interact or you never saw him in a film, in a movie, in a news.
One day I sat down with one.
Yeah,
and I spoke to
okay,
one.
but people does have prejudice with Afghan people. Because when I got married, the first thing my family said, Afghan. 9/11, that's what happened. So everybody got prejudice.
Has the Afghan community faced as much prejudice as the black community when it comes to this racism kind of thing? Okay, so what I'm saying, because it's so more concentrated in our community.
No, but the history goes with the black people.
Yeah, of course. That's why I have to have a
The
solution.
slavery
And
and
the solution
all that.
is that our history.
I know about the slavery and the gangsters and the drug dealers.
We made
No, Jedi. What I saw, what they showed, what Hollywood
made your
portrayed
religion,
a black
man.
man, I saw.
Really? What's the sambo? Tell me what sambo.
Where was that when you was living in Afghanistan?
I lived in Afghanistan, in Pakistan.
When did you
in
see these
India.
movies? Hollywood portrayed.
In India.
You saw
What's the worst country out of
Why?
So you didn't see what they were like before they were taken?
Hollywood
What were they
doesn't
like
portray
before?
black man.
What were they like before they were taken?
What do you mean by
Oh, you
that?
forgot that bit. Yeah, conveniently, as usual.
No.
They were in West Africa,
I'm
man.
telling you.
In the Gold Coast.
No, do you want to portray what?
Using Gold Coast.
What do you want to prove?
Kids,
What do you want to prove?
He's
What do you
admitted,
want
he's
to
admitted.
Never knew history.
He was surrounded by gold and diamonds.
If I didn't know history,
Yeah, but he never
didn't
met
know
them
history.
before.
so what? If I didn't know the history of a black man, I know his motives are different, I know.
He's given the jizya.
Someone told him before.
He's confessed.
Now, but obviously, wait, let me speak.
I know.
Well, obviously, if he's in a country that he don't deal with black people and all they're showing is criminal activities, obviously,
I never read your history.
Obviously, his thought pattern is gonna be like that. That's cool.
The problem with black people, we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that
It doesn't matter why someone thinks where they think. We're not in a position where we can care about that.
Yeah, definitely. Facts. And guess what though?
Go ahead.
Back to what this brother, I like what this brother said. Remember, we're looking at.
No, because it's blood dividing, that's why
It's
you
not
know.
I'm listening to you.
No,
Listen, we don't want that religion thing.
Don't be
You see how man? No, listen. Obviously, listen, listen, man.
that brother was standing here.
Listen, my brother. Let me.
He was like treating like, okay, you're not black.
Nah, listen, brother. Let me speak. Obviously, we know the education of like you being in your country and not seeing black people, and then the betraying that this is what white media does. But wait, let me finish. That's what white media does. So I don't blame that. If you never come across people and people are portraying something, I understand that. But now we're talking about born British Asians. This ain't you lot's parents and that. This is born British Asians that have grown up with us. You know what I'm saying? That have grown up with us. So we're not talking about the motherland, the motherland of the Asians. We're talking about
culture or religion.
Culture.
I agree with culture.
and that's what we're saying. And that's what we've been talking about. And then the black boy tries to take the bullet.
It's about religion. It's not about religion.
It's not about religion. It's not about religion. That's not anti.
We have to look at the
No, but remember, Raven said we need to come with a code that blackness should come first.
Right.
But for a black Muslim, blackness doesn't come first.
Thank you. It don't. It don't.
Speak for them.
If the religion comes first.
Nah, not all of them. Not all of them, but it's true.
Are you a Muslim?
He's not lying. He's
That
not
your
lying.
religion comes from
Nah,
black.
but he's straight black. He deals with the right, though.
Yeah?
Not
Are you a
all.
Muslim first or a black man?
Intellectual. Black intellectual.
Why not? Why not?
Adam was a black man. Adam was a Muslim.
What the white man have done to
So where's the difference? When have they ever been?
That's what I'm saying. Separated. That's my
You
point.
identify yourself as a black first, then religion, ask any
Adam was a black man.
He's not lying.
Adam was a black man.
Adam was a Muslim. He's not lying.
When have they ever been? When have they ever been?
What is the tradition of Islam?
When they follow
The
them,
traditional of Islam says,
they follow his version.
to me,
Name a white prophet.
even from my
Name a white prophet. In fact.
No, no. Come on, let's go.
Jesus,
Wait, started, man. See. Hey, wait, everyone calm
We have to
down.
be smart. We have to be smart, right? We want unity, right?
Yeah.
But when someone brings a religion thing, we will go crazy,
That's right,
right?
yes,
So
thank
we,
you.
hold on. We need analogies to make sense, right? So look,
about religion.
if your religion is the most important thing, then we work with that, right? So here's how we work with it. You're a man, yeah, and then you've got your own son, yeah, and you marry a woman who's got her own son, right? Your son is fine, he's your flesh and blood, but her son is disabled, right? When you're raising the kids, which one do you have to focus more on? Your own son
Say it again.
So you got your own son from a previous marriage. You married for a new woman. She's got a disabled son, right? You're now raising both these sons as your own. Which one do you have to focus on more, the disabled one or your own fresh one that is not disabled? From which one?
I would say we need to focus on the disabled one.
Okay, so that means black people are disabled, and the Muslims are
Yeah.
your own flesh and blood.
Yeah.
You see, there's the analogy.
No.
Oh no. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Analogy.
This analogy, what? Like I am
that
thinking
so.
that if a black man is not a Muslim, he's different. He's
No, here's what I'm saying. I'm saying you are.
If I use
no,
the term kafir for a
don't go there. Don't
I have no shame. I have no shame.
No. Let's get the analogy.
Allah calls kafir. I will call kafir as well.
No, simple.
Our prophet said kafir. I will say kafir. I don't shy.
What I'm saying is, yeah.
Sound like a Thanos moment.
Your own flesh and blood, yeah, directly is more important to you because you gave birth and you know it, right? And you're in a new marriage. However, the disabled kid needs more aid. Even though you love your kid more, this one needs
But he
more
already
aid.
snitched on himself.
So
He
even though
already
your
told them
religion,
these
you might
people's
think it
racist
might be more
and
important to you.
it is what it
Black
is, innit?
people need more aid.
You try to teach his family not to be.
So that's how love works.
That would
You see?
mean
But
they
then,
have to be.
but then no one seems to be able to do that in a religious circle.
Yeah, boom. Bam.
Out of
Yeah.
that. No, I didn't get it.
Yeah, say that.
For a Muslim, his religion comes first. If it's black, if it's white, if it's Asian.
Back to black people, right? Back to black people, right?
A Muslim didn't say that though. A black Muslim didn't confirm that though. But it's cool. I hear you on that.
If you think
I hear
I'm
that.
Let me get
Your point.
any black Muslims here?
There's one behind you still. There's one behind
You're
you.
causing confusion. And the reason, but you're causing confusion because what you do, you're not recognizing the purpose. Hold on, fam. Listen, the purpose is hold on. Black people, there's a need. There's a need, right? Because that need, you have to put things first. So it's like to say black people live in this free world and Muslims in this free world, and it's like you're Muslim first, it's your choice, whatever. Yeah, we understand that black people are catching hell, and yes, in Muslim circles they're catching hell, in gay circles they're catching hell, in white circles, whatever circle it is, they're catching hell. So because of that, there has to be extra emphasis. It doesn't come down to which one you should love more, because you understand that if we were in a peaceful world, our skin color and our background means nothing. Yeah, that's when Islam can come forward, when everyone's peaceful and so forth. But we're not there, right? And where we are, we're in a place where black people are in the bottom of every single economic structure. Right? So that's why I gave you the analogy about the children. You see? And when you go home and you watch the video, it'll make more
that
sense.
is the disability.
That
is the disability that we're talking
If a
about.
Muslim says, I'm black first, and then Islam first, then you're lying.
You're causing confusion. I'm going to say
Either way, it don't matter. Truly, it don't matter.
Listen,
No.
man, get back on code. Why is this coming back down to religion?
Don't matter, exactly.
Yeah, no, we're not doing religion. I respect that. I respect that, but he's lying. We're lying.
He's lying. Let's move on. He's not going.
You know what?
Let's move on.
Listen. Forget that. Move on.
What we're talking about is cultural.
The devil always tried to come
One order, fam.
Yeah,
I'm the devil.
Stop shouting stuff out, man. Yo,
Why I'm the devil?
No, it's not that.
why is it you have to act like you can't hear me? You have to do that, bro. Stop it now, please, yeah?
You see, as black
Alright, boom. You're gonna speak. Let my man speak.
Everyone listen.
Let my man speak.
like the brother was saying, yo, we have to look at our differences all the time. Why can't we look at the other people's differences and what they do to us? When we want jobs, there's application form. White supremacy, there's white Russians, there's white everything. Greeks. But why has it only got white at the top? Why has it got Caribbean, African, Asian?
Indian,
why has it got all of them? And for them, it's just white. So we got to look at this supremacy, not just for us, for every one of the other ones that are not of a European descent.
Well, but this
fuck
that.
How long are we going to blame the whites?
We're talking about that.
How long are we going to blame the whites?
Again, I don't care. Man is trying to forget.
Let me finish what I'm going to say.
Why bring up white people again?
I'm talking about, doesn't matter if I talk about Asian.
Yo. Stop the side talking, man.
Doesn't matter if I'm talking about Asian, white. I'm not talking about religion. I'm just talking about ethnicities and our people as a whole. As a whole, we have been put through, like the guy said, slavery. Who done that to us? So where do we come from? Was we living like gangsters and pimps and hoes, like you saw in Hollywood? No, we was living around golden stools, around golden cups, golden tables, diamonds. We weren't like what you was perspected as. We wasn't that vibe. So now I'm showing you who done that to us.
Who?
Yeah, we know that.
All the other nations.
Everybody
we have to look at your sins and what
Everybody
you
done
do
to
to
each
us.
other.
When we want jobs.
Man is shouting. Man says everyone. When we said who did it to black people, man says everyone. So coming to the point I just said, black people have no friends. So I don't want black people to keep on telling other black people and giving them the false hope that we have friends, because then we get around these people. So when the EDL come around, we're standing around certain people that don't like us, and then when we're facing the EDL, we're getting stabbed in our back. We have no friends. And again, I didn't say individuals, I'm talking collectively.
We're already divided.
We have no friends. So again, I don't want man to come with no religion. I don't want man to talk about white people right now, because we're talking about Asian people, because it was Asian people that were talking racist shit. So we have to let them know, because sometimes they forget. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they forget, and they think that the white people were more worse than them. So we have to always remind them, simple.
Question for Raven. What started one conversation on it? Question for
all of them.
Here we go. We got a question.
One
No friends.
Go home.
We had a point.
Yeah, I hear that, man. It's not right.
So,
Of course it's not right.
you heard him say division. Now, forgetting him saying it, there's some black people that would accuse us of what he said is being division. Now, if they're already divided from the psychological level, then that's division already. Of course. Do you understand? Because you can argue amongst yourselves, but when a thing happened, we're all unified. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Like we saw
so that's true unity.
We saw in the scrap who was jumping where, so we understand. Go ahead. Yeah, we saw that. We saw who was like Wagwan and Wagwan.
So my point is, we look at the mentality that every time we are talking about defending ourselves from the opponents and enemies and devils. Yes? It's us being what? The dividers, the people causing division. When we want to free ourselves from these people, isn't it amazing? A continuation of that oppressive mentality.
I have a dream. Come on, mind the flipping have a dream.
How are you going to fight it?
want to be free.
By talking in hyper?
What type of
Accusing each other racist, accusing each other divided, accusing each other.
Okay, back to what I was saying. I want to know, Beefy, please ignore him. Did we get to a resolution with the Somali brother in regards to
why is this black?
about our friends? Somebody
he called us Somalia
He was just taking bullet for them.
That gentleman. He called me.
That's another program.
I called them.
We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care.
That's the problem. You don't care about others. Then why do you want others to care about you?
We don't want you to. We don't want you to. We don't want you to. We don't want you to.
We have to take care of each other.
No, we don't. You don't care about yourself. You don't care about us. We don't care about you.
When you two argue, it's over religion, man. It's over religion. When you two are disrespectful for each other, it's over religion, man. Just allow it, man. That's what it is. It's not about the colour or nothing. It's about religion. It's about religion, man.
Do you think Isa calling me devil is not his religious view?
No, it's not. It's not at all.
You didn't like to see so much of us being humble
We heard what he just said.
with each other
Okay,
and
so leave it.
building.
I'm saying what he's behaving,
He wants
how he's behaving all this time is the action of a damn devil, right? So he's trying to say, I'm trying trying to bring the brother in.
No.
He said freedom for what? Why do black people need freedom?
Talk about black issues or what?
So how long you gonna moan about it?
Look, hit it. I told you. See, hey, if he comes out,
So okay. So why do you have issues when the Jews every time bring Holocaust?
Alright, guess what
You're
though?
a fucking racist at years old.
I'm not racist.
Wait.
No, I'm not. You know I'm not. You know it.
Wait. Can I say one thing? Just one thing.
So why we can't talk about it?
He said, why are we still talking about? Why are we still
I'm not saying why. How long are we gonna blame?
Can I say something?
How long are you gonna blame?
Nah, forget all that. Listen. I'm just saying, yeah. The fact is, man says, how long are we gonna cry about it?
Yeah, we tried to, and you won't shut up.
When we bust a man's head open,
because one of the problems we face are people like you come in and taking center stage. Yo, you said get up and do something. We're actually doing something, which is communicating. And hey, get him out of it. Nah, man, I've been talking to you, you keep trying to ignore me, and you think it's funny. Nah, man, don't touch my hand. You think it's funny. You keep doing it. You want me to shout or something?
You already said little funny.
One voice.
It's cool, man. Just
Issa, I've got a question for Issa.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Why are you still talking?
One sec, brother. Several months ago, me, you, and Kalam were talking, and that devil Saeed came to record us, and me and Kalam said, no, move from here.
Come on, stand the procedure.
And you said, nah, why you say that? I said it's anti-black and all these things. What did you say?
We already know this, man.
No, I'm making a point. It's not that. I'm making a point. I'm saying
my principle is if I don't see something, I can't put it.
And now you see it.
No. Listen what I'm saying. We can't follow that. I'm saying he came in now, and there's another one.
Right.
And he said, why are you calling him that? So when is he going to learn his goddamn lesson? You understand?
I'm not accusing you of being anything.
Listen.
I'm not accusing you of being racist.
He's not. I am.
Yes, and I am.
I don't mind. He said that's funny. Why would you say to us, why are we still talking about our hate? Fuck off.
I'm making a point.
Listen.
Wait.
Anyway, the jokes is done so far.
No, wait. Yeah, but say what you're saying, bro.
What I'm saying, next week, come back next week.
Issa, wait, let me just finish and respond, yeah? So what I'm saying, brother, wait. Brother, please, brother, wait.
Hey, wait,
all I'm
man,
saying
wait,
is,
go.
because what it is nothing to do with him. I'm trying to make it.
Are you laughing
Brother, wait.
Don't worry, man.
I'm demonstrating.
Like crying.
Shush. Brothers, wait. Wait. In the beginning.
Hey, brother, I'm calling, man. Like, listen.
The man is fucking mouth
Brother,
already, man.
please. Brother, listen.
Stand in front of this.
Brother, wait, listen. Brother, please ignore him.
Yo, King.
What I'm saying
I beg
is,
you shush now.
did we not at the beginning
No. I beg you shush now.
Did we not at the beginning?
Yo. You want the black people to get up and do something. We're actually trying to do something now. Yeah?
Okay.
We don't mind you being an observer, but for now, yeah, you've given a contribution. Thank you very much. We asked you to come and speak. You've spoken. Allow it now, innit? Yeah? Like, just stay on the sideline. Stop distracting or adding to the... And man them. Not to sound like Raven, but can we have a little code? Like, yo, King. Yo. I never said go. I never said...
No one said go.
That's his business. I don't know. I don't ask him to put... What's between you and him?
You got your own issue with that.
He feels oppressed.
I'm not.
Bro, that's between you and him.
Brother,
Sorry.
I don't know, he feels oppressed.
What is on your cap? One second. At the beginning, did I not say about taking as friends and allies? Yeah. Right. For him to need me to justify why I call everyone that I come across, why do you say that? Doesn't he need the foresight beforehand? And I'm saying they have demonstrated collectively, I'm saying it now, collectively that they are anti-black. From the Islamic Quranic perspective, just for Issa here, right? You need to see that there's a group from among them seeking to enjoin the good and forbid the evil. In this case, remove the anti-blackism. It's not in his culture or his community.
I've had many conversations with Mo about removing that same
it's
thing.
It's not there now, and he's demonstrated
we're talking about behind closed doors. They do though.
Right now.
I'm saying behind closed
doors. Behind closed doors, bro.
I'm saying your methodology of judging who is anti-black obviously is flawed as hell. Because I'm saying, just like Saeed, he's now come up and insulted the hell out of us. standing here, insult after insult after insult.
Let him answer.
I already said my principle, innit? I don't accuse people of anti-black rhetoric until I see it. That's my principle.
Black people got friends. And black people got friends. Black people got friends.
That's my principle.
Is that beneficial?
Collectively, no, we don't.
No.
Collectively, no, we don't.
Listen carefully. I'm saying to you.
So then I understand what he's talking about.
Say what you're saying. Say what you're saying. And then after this,
Shut up.
Your mic time soon done as well. You're shining, son. Come on. You're taking it that. Where are you taking this, bro? We can't participate.
He's gonna take it there. Why don't you tell him to shut up?
He just did.
I'm saying to you, brother.
What's wrong with Donny?
Do you understand?
Shush!
One point, man.
Whoa, you know why you're going off topic? No, wait, listen, this is why you're going off topic. Because I said racism is collectively, meaning black people ain't got friends collectively. He turned around and said collectively, we have no friends. But he said individually, he's taking them how he sees them. So again, you can't, what else is there to say, bro? Nah, bro, it's not contradiction. That's why I asked him the question. That's why I said, wait, listen. Let me just finish. Wait, let me finish. Wait, listen. No, listen. Well, let me finish. Listen, what I'm saying is that you're going at him because this is going to go a different way. Because what I'm saying this is because the fact is that I asked the other brother that was staying there, what, have we got enemies? He said, no, we got friends. That's the reason I asked him, is so it can end, is do you think we got friends, black people? He said, no, not collectively. So when he's dealing with him, he's dealing with him individually.
The Somali brother?
Right? No, the Somali brother deals with everyone. But he says, collectively, we have no friends. But I would deal with everyone individually, and then when I see the racism, I will know to step back. That's what he's saying, bro.
So you agree with that too? Is that what you're saying? You agree with that?
I agree with what?
What his principle.
Of course, because I said collectively, we can walk with an Asian, we can walk with a white person, but as a whole, black people have no friends.
All right, stop. So let's deal with this now. I see that flawed. No, that's flawed as hell. That don't make sense. Let's see. I'm saying to you that you would need to establish those individuals because the background of them and their upbringing, as we see, they hold it in their language.
Get out!
Only when a certain system or circumstance comes along do they express it. And that's a continuous bloody pattern. So therefore you are now siding with them in what you just said. How the hell? Listen.
No one never.
If they are our enemies collectively.
No one never.
No, listen carefully. If there's 100,000 of them, and you don't know which one is pro-black or anti-black, but they predominantly have a culture of anti-blackism. The only way for you to identify that they're not part of them is that they identify themselves clearly that they're against it. Openly, publicly with us.
And I said, we have no friends. But I can't say, because at the end of the day, certain people will turn around and say, but 1 or 2 white people helped us in slavery, and 1 or 2 people. So I'm saying, yes, individually. I'm not saying, raw, there ain't no individual good people. But I'm saying collectively, we have no friends. No, let me finish, right? Same way when Germany was going into Belgium, and England sat back and said, well, hold on, we have to Ross Clark go over there, and started World War I. Right? When we started getting fucked over, no one came and saved us. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, I'm not saying, because I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't know why man keeps going about the same thing. That's what I'm saying, but you're just trying to put him in that box.
No, I'm
not.
not.
Can't put him in that box.
No, you're not listening. You see how, no. Remember the first
I know that don't mean nothing, man.
Brother, listen, we're going back to the first thing we said. Allies and friends, right? And I'm saying to you, he took, for instance, Said as an ally and friend.
Yeah, I hear that.
And I'm saying until this came out, secretly.
Okay, so why are we singling him out? We know this, okay?
It's not about Issa, because there's millions of Issa.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
So what is the point that you're saying?
Bruv, I'm saying to you, we have the example right here, right now. From the beginning.
Yeah. Excellent.
So let me get my
You get that.
Can I ask you a question? Let me just give you 30 seconds as to why I say about this specific brother, it's because I've known him for a bit, Our very first conversation with me and this brother was him coming out and telling me about how his culture is anti-black, but how he is slowly stepping away from those things, right? So he's saying he is ignorant. I know Muhammad to be someone, who if he don't know something, he talks, you correct him, he corrects his position. That's his standpoint. That's the reason why I'm saying to you.
All right, cool.
What is his mentality?
Forget that now. Forget that. We're not going back to it. We're not going back to it. So We're moving on. We're not going back to my man. Yeah, so
Dead.
let's move to the next thing.
What my man was saying about how there's.
So the next thing I'll push you for.
How do you deal with the conduct when people have been openly racist in the park?
Yeah.
How do we, as black people in the
Deal
park,
with it.
stand
All right.
together and deal with that?
Okay, here's what we have to do, right? We have to understand that if we all agree, yeah, hold on, Uncle. If we all agree, yeah, that this is going on, right? We have to. Anytime there's some kind of confusion, we have to stand back and look and see what's happening, right? Hold on, family. I have to make sure that we're always respectful in these contexts, isn't it? Yeah, we have to be because. Like I said, look at the. Oh, my voice going, bro. Look at the nature of these conversations, right? Conversation, isn't it? Yeah. Look at the nature of these conversations. Someone's coming to you and they're saying, yeah, like, you know, my mum hates black people. I live in a country who hate it. And it's casual, and everyone goes, oh. And black people's natural reaction is, oh, right? But then when black people talk about come together, certain other people going, why? Divide. But there isn't that same kind of shock. Like, it's like, well, doesn't everyone hate black people? We all do, right? So I'm saying, if that's what we're up against, let's make a code, innit? So at no point should we be fighting amongst each other in public like this? Right.
And guess what?
Yep. Go ahead.
Guess what, Raven?
Go ahead, brother.
And they're quick. Because we include everyone, they're quick to swing on us.
Well, our own people.
This never happened back in the days. Come on. You know what I'm saying? And because we're so friendly now, right? They actually think they could do that swinging on us shit. Bro, I'm telling you, fam, we ain't got no friends.
Man, what fist you mean, like?
Yeah. The commotion before us and that, but I'm just saying anyway. Forget that. I don't want to bring that up again. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying that man is swinging on man because we're making man comfy around us. You know what I'm saying? We ain't showing levels.
Except for Jedi, fam. Man, how many man feel awkward around me? Be truthful. Man feel mad awkward because I know what it is. That's why people like Saeed and that, they can't come round, man. And this is the thing. This is why you find you'll be at the top of the hated list. Cause man sticks to certain things, innit? Yeah. When man understands, I've already identified you're not for me or my people. Yeah. It's easy to identify. But man keep giving these people energy. Once I lock onto your energy, I say, yeah, boom, bam, you're not on, man. Bruv, I'll just switch on you, fam. Move from me. Don't come around me, fam. But when man's doing their things. People love to come with a smile and a joke, but if you don't respect what man's on, like my man turned around and said, "Wow, boom, black people all been talking about they've been down for this area. Well, get up and do something." But you're the same one that's interrupting what man's talking about.
And opposing it.
Fire.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
So look, guess what though? You see how he says, well, stop complaining and do something about it. And then when man be racist, and then man acts like how man acts, and deal with it how we deal with it, they're gonna start saying how we're violent Negroes, we're violent with this.
But one strong point that was made by Issa, yes. One strong point that was made by Issa,
I don't care.
If you are not one of the masses, yeah, so you are an individual and you're not in the collective and you believe that you're from another race or whatever you want to identify yourself with, but you understand that black people are in a certain situation, I do agree, I try and be a bit more active, like within your own communities or whatever, be a bit more active, be a bit more vocal, be a bit more, like I'm not asking you to do more than people are doing for themselves. Yeah, but if you have it in your consciousness and you benefit, you feel you benefit from intermingling, being around or whatever, or you recognize the plight of black people, you have some empathy, whatever, then do something about it. But that's with everything though. That's with everything. That's even for black people themselves. So there's a lot of issues that we feel are not our issues. Yeah, so we turn a blind eye to it. But really, we should be the ones that are involved the most in sorting out scenarios and. You know what I'm trying to say anyway, basically, we need to be more socially aware ourselves, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Many of us.
So like I was going to say.
And socially active.
You see, like when you were saying, brother, like as a collective, we see people being racist and being sniggerish and saying their little cocky remarks. How are we going to get together and be like, yo, let's stand up for who we are? Like, why are they doing that?
Are you saying what we should do?
On common grounds.
You know why it's hard though?
I'm not saying what we should do. I'm saying what is stopping us from actively being a one body.
Because you know why?
Oh, you want to question that now?
That's a question.
Keeps cold and
that's a question, but I want to see.
I'm going to show you why then. Because while we started talking about the Asians and the way they conduct themselves with us, we had a brother fighting hard for them. You know what I'm saying? So it comes that way where with black people, like again the Asians, the Arabs, they keep on cold. But when it comes to black people, we don't keep on cold. So the moment we start saying, "Oh, hold on, we're on this thing," there's a black person to jump in the way like, no, you lot can't do this to them, and then it just looks like, then this is what they do. They turn around, they step. No, let me finish. Let me finish. Yeah.
But if man was going fast enough, we wouldn't even feel the bump when we read over him.
For sure. That's how men
are. So let's develop codified ways of doing people. So for example, you're going to get that one person who's going to be in a confused state who takes up the bullets, right? I say we don't necessarily we all on code give him the information, right? But we don't start shouting.
What if we don't take it?
Well, then that's
zero tolerance.
Yeah, we say, brother, you're not synchronized with us at the moment.
How long do you give man to hold it? Because I'm saying to you now, I told you, 10 years ago, I went in the same 4 seconds.
Don't shout.
You got 4 seconds to make up your mind, mate.
10 years ago. 4 seconds, or stand with the white man. 4 seconds, Chinese.
Say it again.
Like I said, 10 years ago, I wasn't in the same headspace.
Wait, everyone, because I got something for you. Go on.
Listen, I'm up to the date. 10 years ago, I started a career bruv, in a prestigious place, rubbing shoulders with white people, having many friends from many diverse places. 10 years ago, I wasn't in the same headspace as I was now. You could have 20,000 conversations with me at that point. I wouldn't have taken heed to what you're saying. Sometimes some people's life experience doesn't permit them to be where you are now. So there has to be some level of patience, some level of tutorial for our brothers that don't have that haven't reached that same place.
Let me break this down now.
But we're not talking about them right now.
Let me break this down.
No, we're not.
Let me just hit him with this one. Just one. Let me just hit him with this one.
Bro, we're sliding you back into the same combo. Like, come on, bro. We literally just ran away from that.
The quick answer to that is...
Who's this phantom brother we're talking about?
I wonder.
Because we know that one day they might be synchronized, right? We have to be kind, innit? Yeah, let's be kind.
No. You know why he never went off cold? Sorry, Raven. You know why he never went off cold? The reason why he never went off cold, because we're wondering how can we move forward, So what I'm saying, my thing is, like he said, is that how, when we're going to keep teaching him, all right then.
What?
Malcolm X has been teaching him. Marcus Garvey's been teaching him. Everyone's been teaching him. When are we going to say enough's enough? We ain't got time to be waiting on you motherfuckers no more. You know what I'm saying? When are we going to keep on waiting for them? We can't keep on waiting for them no more, bro. Because if you can recite the Quran from back to front, bro, you are educated. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing this no more. We're not gonna petty no one. We're not gonna petty no one. If you're in the way, you get run over. Simple.
So we have to. We have to make our constructive building, pleasant. We have to make it appealing.
You're from my.
Let me give an example. For instance, right?
You better be black better, man.
No.
Yeah, or you get Mount Melanin.
Would you agree, for instance, when we had just now someone that wouldn't stop interrupting, that brought nothing really of any particular benefit in the sense of an intention to benefit, because they came with the insults. Oh, are you gonna? I don't know if you lot heard it. How are you gonna solve your problem through talking in speaker's corner? Right. So I'm saying, would it be good? Would it be good? Listen, brother, listen. As a code of conduct, hold on. As a code of conduct, if we said right. Who agrees that this particular person should be ignored and shunned? Do you get what I'm saying?
Why I can't back that up,
I'm just listen. I'm
gonna tell you why I can't. Because the first person to interrupt was a black person, and then we saw the Asian person. We said, "What? You have your point." You know what I'm saying? He didn't just.
Even if he did, but I'm saying, listen. Listen to what I'm saying. Hold on, let me make my right. This is what I'm saying. When they've demonstrated, I'm not saying don't let him in. I'm saying when they've demonstrated that they come in.
Can't come in. With doors are locked.
Him, bro. And one's like him.
I don't care about him. I'm talking about the crews who don't know.
Listen, I'm talking about our behaviour. In other words, instead of all of us keep responding to him, at some point we say, right, stop.
That's what I'm saying.
Do we agree? No one's talking to him. So therefore we say, can you dismiss yourself? Do you see what I'm saying? Then we can continue with a fruitful conversation. Do you get me?
But I think remember,
and now what we would do is make sure, we would then make sure, we would then make sure that the pattern exists, that whoever wants to come in, they then know. I'm going to humble myself and I'm amongst you brothers.
He's made a good point, bro.
Do you understand my point?
But they don't
No,
feel that.
no, we're going to do it. That's what we're going to do.
They don't feel that.
You hear what he said, bro?
When man's
We make that-
swinging on, man, they're
listen.
gonna respect anything else.
We make them, bro.
I'm just saying, bro.
If- listen,
Those would never have
listen,
given up
listen, no, listen. I'm talking about here. Listen. Imagine if he was in here. Brother, wait, listen, brother. Listen, brothers. Imagine if all of us stood quiet and just looked at him.
Yeah.
Or said, move. What would he do? You think he's gonna stay there? Do you get me? If we unify, do you get me? Just say, right, we're not talking to you. We don't want you here. Do you get me? He can stand there all he wants.
And then a black person say, bring him in, bring him in.
And that person is worse than him.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm just saying, we need to have a conversation.
We have to start make man lowering their gaze when they see man them. Lower your gaze, lower your gaze, blood. Just put your eyes down on that.
So we've made progress, yeah. We've made progress. So one thing to me is, at least for everything we do in the park, can go through the internet and be influential, right? So one thing we're gonna say, because we understand that black people are under tremendous attack, right? For the purpose of betterment. We're not going to try to disrespect black people here, right? Yeah, and when we talk, we're going to try to be very constructive.
Yes.
Yeah, and when there's argy-bargy, we can look around.
Even that's what I'm saying. Even them, they're black. Not yet, brother. I'm just saying, not yet. We don't do that yet.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying, you're right. Yeah, there's going to be confused black people, right? Who've been raised to look outwards for solutions, right? We can't think about it. We can't think about it. Well, we can be respectful. We can make constructive. We can make constructive behaviour, look pleasant. The thing is, if we
forget about the pleasant.
I'm using the word pleasant. I'm talking about visually appealing. But the thing is, when black people come together, things we done become trendified, right? Yeah, and being on coke can become trendified, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. That's why I mean pleasant, as in it's something that you want to aspire to be. Yeah. So that if we do that, then I think we're going to see a distance. But we all have to be on cold, innit? Yeah. So we're making people in internet land. When we're here, we're in Speaker's Corner, right? We're not going to undermine each other. And when all that kind of passer and that argy-bargy goes on, we're going to look around to find solutions, make sure that our brothers are not getting beat down, innit? Yeah.
Always do, though.
Of course, we know this, but we're speaking to reality.
Looking for solutions might not be like. Anyway,
yeah,
you get me?
Yeah.
You know, but like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a sensitive subject, but it's one that I feel like we don't want to get into. But my man's saying that there's a difference between generations where people felt like they weren't as comfortable to try to start physical altercations with men. So. Like, I don't know. I feel like we should. I don't know. Does anyone?
I'm gonna show you this. Man went on the Reformation March. Let me show you this. Man went on the Reformation March. Walking on the street, all of us walking. You know when there's marches going on, people on the sides and that respect that they don't go through. Fam, white people and that walking through us and that. I'm thinking, wow, if this was back in the days, they would have never done that. They would have started like, wow, what's going on here, and gone a different way. You know what I'm saying? But cause all we do is talk now. Right? We're too friendly with everyone. It's a disrespectful thing.
It depends on the vibe.
It don't matter what the vibe was. It didn't matter what the vibe was. It didn't.
This can be part 2, yeah? So we can cut the last one there.
Yeah, part 2.
And then this is now a new
part 2. So take the subject.
So the subject now is like, what is our disunity causing people feel they can infiltrate and harm us easier? Right? That's
see us as vulnerable. See us as vulnerable and take advantage.
Take advantage, right? So what is the solution? And I think the last solution actually bleeds into this solution, to be honest, right? That's going to minimize people think they can come in and just give like lucky jabs. Even though we're Speaker's Corner and no one should be touched.
Take care coons quickly.
All right,
so no zero tolerance.
See us as a black people. Music is a good influence.
Focus on the outside.
We can't focus. Listen, you can say focus on the outside. When man has a boat, and every time we're on the boat, we find a hole in there, and then we go back to land, and then we fix up the hole, then we go again, and there's a hole in it. Eventually, we have to find out who the fuck's putting a hole in the boat. And right now, we have too many black people putting holes in our boat. So again, so
the sub question is, how to do with unsynchronized people, right? Unsynchronized family members, right? What do we do? Yeah, because they're not synchronized and they're causing confusion. Yeah, I'm saying, you want to like shame him into betterment.
No, not shame him. I believe. Remember what I said before when I said, wow, people that want to do let us do. If you don't want to do, just shut your mouth and don't go against the order. So if you shut your mouth and do what you want to do, don't go against the order, then cool. I won't be on it.
Let me add to that. So let's establish a purpose, right? If we're saying that because we recognise being mistreated, we're going to be black first in our progressional movements, right? If someone comes with the Kumbaya state in there, then we can actually go all together, brother, it's not that time. It's not that time, you know. That's in 79 years. The Generation X or whatever. What you want to do? Go there. But today, we've recognised before you were here that it's a black first initiative because we need it. Because every single day there's a new recording of how they want to destroy black people. So because it's like Elijah Muhammad said, isn't it? Like you've got there's snakes in the room and only 7 are poisonous, right? But are you going to go around trying to find which one it is? There's no point,
That's
right?
exactly what I'm saying about them collective.
There's no point.
You're going to waste your time sifting these groups and saying who's not racist, who's not.
Allah, stop now. Yeah, you got to put away all of them, man.
What we're understanding, we understand that. Right.
Yeah, safe.
Well, I'm not knocking it, but right now.
That's right. Don't entertain it. Go.
You brought that
Go.
Cold. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, we understand that, that because black people are mistreated, we're gonna have that code. And if a brother is off, as in he's doing the kumbaya, take the bullets, go brother. We're not synchronized, bro. And we're gonna do it with a nice, smiling, calm face. Everyone.
Can I ask a question? Why do you have to say this kind of content? In other groups, if we got someone who doesn't want to follow suit and be part of the thing, what happens?
It might not hear him. Can you move up a bit?
In another organization,
talk to the mic, please.
Or in other groups, if someone doesn't want to be involved or be part of the people, what happens to them?
What do you mean by that? I don't get that.
If there's other groups, go on.
In many other groups.
Any other groups?
If someone doesn't want to be part of that group,
can I break it down?
No.
If someone's not part of their group,
doesn't want to be part of the group,
and they don't want to be part of a group,
what happens to those people?
What happens to those individuals?
The other races.
Okay. What are you saying that happens to them?
They get shunned, innit?
They get shunned.
By the communities, wherever.
So
why as black people you always say no? What bring up people?
We're forgiven.
Fuck that, man.
Bro, you go to Chinatown, everywhere in the world.
Even if they want to be and they do something that breaks the code, they're shunned. You understand? Even if they still want to be part of the community, if they do certain things, they're still shunned. Do you understand? But like you said, because what it is, I'm saying demonstration. So if we demonstrate, we all stop, look at them. And if we done that to one of them, we say, bruv, fine.
Can we test this, right?
You can have coon circle or monkey circle.
Let's pretend that this little... So if we pretend that this camera is going off code, right? How are we going to look at the man? You say it's just like...
Point the camera to him.
Done talking.
Yeah, done. All right,
done
good.
talking.
Identify yourself.
Yeah. Because one thing we don't do is we don't want to get confused and start shouting and screaming all that thing, and then we end up looking even more crazy.
Discipline, silence.
Oh yeah.
Do you understand?
This is what I don't like, because remember the last time I was arguing with that guy there? That's why I said, brother, I don't want to argue with my black boy over my Asian person religion, bro. You know what I'm saying? But each time that dude does it, well, I respect it though, because you said, nah, you do. You know what I'm saying? He takes bullets, bro. Yeah, you can't keep doing that.
And that's the thing. If we all see the consistent pattern, the jungle brother, you might know you're doing it, but you're doing it, innit? And the recordings will show you, innit?
Yeah. You know what I think? Even still, if we're gonna let non-blacks in the conversation, then I feel we should have a few questions to vet them.
Yeah. Brother, let me tell you something, right?
Even 1 minute just to vet.
Brother, let me tell you something.
We don't even want your contribution.
When I first came here, I said, look, if non-black people want to join Black Behaviour Building, the most important thing you can do, is let us know when racism is being practiced. And every single person that I said that to said, well, you want me to be a snitch?
Are you serious?
This is what they all said. Are you serious? It's on camera. COE has this.
Where? Make a whole video with those clips.
There you go.
We need to see that. There you go. Do you know how important that is?
Very important.
Because if they're saying they're a snitch, that means truly they're aligned to that thing.
Exactly.
You get me? I'm perpetuators of that. Devils. You can't trust them, bro.
That was a
perfect
sign.
example.
Oh my First example,
perfect example of the thing, Is this you here,
excommunicated.
Yeah. That's how we do it.
Yeah, that's how we
don't
do
talk.
Get me? Yeah. But what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. So if there are people who want to be constructive, non-black people want to jump in, the most thing they can do is let us know. Like that incident that they have the recording, that was going on for months and generations, right? But we didn't know until there was a disagreement amongst them, and they used it as a political tool, right? But we will know straight away. And now they're going to show us no. That's why we don't need to.
I'm just saying, once we understand how to treat people and behave before we get into the conversation. So as soon as they come in, They're here for our benefit. Yeah? So they can demonstrate their anti-blackism. Do you see what I'm saying? So we can prove the point where whatever it is. Because otherwise, what are they here for? Do you get me? When we go to their thing, they, as you hear them say, they're using us to serve their agenda. If we're doing black betterment building,
well, I've been with you with many times when non-black people have said things like, "Why do I care about black people?" Or, "I'm just gonna buy your thing off," and all this kind of stuff, right? So this is such a consistent thing. So all these things should help us get on code, didn't it? Yeah. And I think the brother says it's very important. Black people, you have no friends. Yeah?
None.
Yeah, they have no friends, right? And because of that, we have to be on code to walk
collectively.
Collectively.
And we're gonna keep adding the collectively.
Yeah, of course, collectively.
So it's easier for people to bypass the dumb questions. Frequently asked questions.
We don't want people misconstruing stuff because there's some
righteous
people.
Even when you say collectively, they still ask the stupid questions. Like,
but at least
but what I'm saying is, even if there's that one good ride or die non-black person, we don't need to talk about that because that's not, because once again we're making a story about them when it should be about you know what I mean. But this is the problem, isn't it?
Now we're learning how to deal with them. We should learn how to deal with each other. Like you see, like the gang unite thing. It's a good analogy or a good representation as well. How we should deal with each other. Like obviously the Hebrew Israelite thing. It's about dealing with our
all of it's the same.
That's why when we're out here. Like again, Malcolm X said, leave your gods at home. Meaning, when it's cold time, like obviously you're gonna do your thing, but when it's on cold time, there ain't no religion right now. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no religion.
It's a religion of self-defense. You get me, fam? That's what it is. Self-defense.
We said we agreed, that all black people should come together. But on what? On what basis?
Black first.
There's a lot of black people in the world.
Okay, I don't want to break anything.
On one thing to come together on. What is that?
Here's the one thing. Because black people are being mistreated and we understand that reality, we form a code to make sure that we put black first nation because we are the most mistreated of all the people groups inside the A black code. A code.
No, I stand in front of the camera. You can go to
a code of conduct, meaning that because we're from different walks of life.
Cameras are what those. It's wide.
It's wide. You can. But if you're dark,
just come up, stand behind me.
Stand in the shadows.
I just want your voice on. So I'm saying.
So we're coming together. So what I'm saying is, so in all activities. So when you talk about religion, well, if you talk about a religion, labour, sexuality, or whatever it is, no matter what you divide people by, you always find that black people occupy the bottom of that, right? So if those black people recognise that, that means the code is to try to fix that. So we come together to fix that reality, right? So we have a unity based upon being the mistreatment that we face and the collective phenotype that we share. There you go.
Are you black, first of all?
So where are you African? Are you Somali?
Good question. One of the Somalian brothers said how there's a bias towards black people in the Somalian culture. Did I say that? No. I asked you if he was black.
There's a lot of Somalis.
Because there's Somalians that kill black people. The Bantu people
get
killed in Somalia.
I would see you as black. I would see you as black. But the problem is when a Somali is telling me, several Somalis are telling me that they're not black and giving me excuses.
Thank you.
They don't identify as that. But then when it comes to the cap, when it comes to the garments, then they're black.
Don't assume for what someone said something to you that he's the same.
I didn't say that.
No, he asked him. He done the right thing.
I didn't know. You're assuming I said that. I didn't say that.
No, we're good. So the brother, you've asked a question, brother.
I kind of find it a bit disrespectful for you to even ask that. But okay, let's.
No. Let's deal with that.
It's not disrespectful.
Let's deal with that issue.
There's a difference between
we understand why you feel that way.
I hear why you feel that way. One second.
We need to hear you.
I hear why you feel that way. But I can bring you some of your brothers now. Look, one behind you, look Somalian. That will come forward, man. One of your brothers that will say that have these racist biases towards on the Somalian culture.
Wait. But you asked a question, brother. So does my answer make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So what I'm saying
to you, bro, you said let's unite on us being.
A code of conduct.
Betterment building.
Yes.
Black betterment building.
That's what I like to hear.
There you
but
go.
I don't like the fact that we're being oppressed. Let's all unite because we're all oppressed. Not all black people are oppressed.
Stop.
What do you mean all unite?
What do you have a problem with the term black betterment building?
No problem.
Okay, so what are you saying then?
I don't agree. I don't disagree with that.
Okay, so what is it you have a problem with?
I have a problem with us coming together on the basis of our oppression.
So what?
We should. That should.
Okay, stop. Family.
Are we oppressed?
Family.
Are we oppressed?
Cold.
Hold on. Wait.
Cold.
Are we oppressed?
Yes.
We are oppressed.
Yes.
So if we come together on a reality of being oppressed, would you prefer us to come together on some sort of fantasy opposed to reality? I'm saying, if that's the reality...
We're educating him, we're educating him.
Sorry, educate him because he needs educating. Don't mind him.
Look, I want you to hear on the mic, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, come forward.
You're covered, yeah, he's covering you.
I'm covering the camera. The camera can see you when you're there. Stand here where the camera can't see you.
Right. So my point is, this is my point, yeah? Let's unite on the fact that, yes, we are oppressed, but let's not unite, let's not make that the focal point of
But that has to be the focal
No, wait. What is the
focal point is black betterment building. So why do you keep saying oppressed?
Again, it happens again. I'll pull it.
Wait.
Because he's going back to the Quran.
Wait, stop. No, you're right, brother. You're right.
But what I heard,
Listen, we want to listen. What else? If it's not oppression, what else is it?
No. I'm saying the unity. Listen.
I'm not saying.
Brother, I want you to listen. If the brother, and we've presented to you, the unifying factor, for instance, if a group of 10 men have got together to build a house, you're not going to focus on the fact that the house got blown down. Do you understand? That's the oppression. Your house got blown down. Yes? You're focusing on what? Building the house. So we're saying our house, our bloody everything got blown down and we're building it. Do you understand? What are we focusing on? The oppression or the building?
Both.
Okay. Well, the reality is it has to be built up, isn't it? But we have to build it out. So how
are we focusing on both?
My question was because I came a bit late. I wasn't here from the beginning.
Okay. That's the problem.
But I heard you say that there's a lot of oppression that's happening to black people.
Yeah.
And yes, there is. But it should be like this brother said. What did you say? Black
betterment building. This is our brother's terminology.
We should make that the focal.
But it
point.
is.
And yes, oppression is part of it also.
Brother, you're the only one that brought that here.
Yeah. I'm saying to you, relax, brother. Why are you so agitated, bro? Relax.
Because I've never heard such foolishness in my life.
The man's all right. Black Shia.
Brother,
I'm not
did he say black Shia? You see what I mean? I didn't say black. Listen carefully. We've said black betterment building.
I'm black myself. Okay,
you're the only one that's brought the term oppression.
I'm part of it. Okay.
And you're the only one that said that we're focusing. You're the only one that's saying we're focusing on.
Okay, maybe I heard it wrong. That's fine. Yeah, I don't mind. But that's what I wanted to say. I'm not here to start a new debate. I'm just saying that yes.
Okay, so your point is we shouldn't focus on the oppression.
Yeah.
We should focus on the building.
No, yes.
Okay.
So
you just wanted to make a point.
Yeah.
You didn't want to debate or discuss.
We can debate.
No. Okay. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I have nothing that.
Okay. If not oppression, what else?
No, brother. We're focusing on building. That's it. We don't because I'm saying that what he's bringing is making us focus on the oppression. We're actually focusing on the building while we're talking.
It shows you that we're still oppressed.
So we're starting with having codified ways to behave when we're in public, right? So we want to be dignified in our response, and we want to have a black first initiative because we understand that there's a lot of prejudice and mistreatment that goes on.
But I have my own set of belief systems. Yeah.
So let's see.
Belief systems is what we're going to do now. What we're going to do to
I'll be upfront about it. I don't hide anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I say what I say.
Silence.
I'm not taqiyya. I don't believe in taqiyya.
No, I'm a Muslim. I don't do taqiyya like you people.
I don't do it.
You see how he's taking these little jabs?
No,
did you hear him say the Shia thing? Did you hear it? You didn't hear it, did you?
I don't hear it.
No, he said it just now, didn't you?
I said it.
You see? You didn't hear it. I'm saying to you, he's coming here. This is my point to you. Look how he's come up and now he's trying to say my beliefs, taqiyya. Do you see what I'm saying?
We're established that.
We need to practice it. Yo,
yes, exactly. Listen, even down the conversation is about black betterment building. If you want to pretend that the subject matter is Sunni Shia, Hebrew, Sunni, Islam, then that's something else. If you want to pretend my issue with you is anything to do with Sunnism, when I mention Somalis, when I mention black betterment building, black empowerment, then there's something wrong with your head. Because I haven't mentioned that. Do you understand? Okay.
Yeah. So
you're welcome to put anything.
So it's a black betterment building initiative, brother. And
there's a lot of things that I disagree about what you've said before in the past, but I don't want to bring it up now.
That's nothing to do with this subject.
That's another subject.
That's
not
exactly. You know what I mean? Me and this brother have.
So I don't disagree with everything you say. I agree with everything you say.
Brother, I'm just saying. If the topic is something,
should mirror your words. So right now, this brother's trying to speak strongly to empower black people. We should see the same for you.
If that's what you're about.
You know what I'm saying?
If that's what you're
about.
about.
Does that make sense? Yeah, and when you start seeing oppressive behaviour from non-blacks, you should call it out. And then when you see like argy-bargies going on, you should be very concerned to make sure that your black brothers are not being mistreated.
But also, what was his real agenda in coming here?
Well,
if you think about it, his real agenda, because he approached me earlier on, didn't you? Didn't you? Yes or no? Did you approach me earlier on? No, yes or no? Don't hide it. You said you don't do taqiyya.
What did I say?
Did you come to me and say something to me earlier on? Yes or no?
What did I say to you?
It's yes or no.
Yeah, what did I say?
There you go. So he said yes. And I'm saying he's come up here, and he said this thing, we shouldn't focus on oppression, da-da-da-da-da. He's thrown in the Shia thing. As I'm just trying to say, we're focusing on this. What's that got to do with Sunni Shia? Then he's trying, I don't do taqiyya. You know about that on the Shia. That's what they accuse us. He's saying we're liars.
Oh, the taqiyya lies, right?
Yeah. So that's what he's trying to throw jabs underhandedly. And I'm saying, what is the agenda? You get me sneaky.
First of all, I think that...
What was your agenda coming in?
If we want a black leader to lead us...
A black leader?
Yeah, someone like Farrakhan.
Yes.
Right. This brother is very knowledgeable. He doesn't... Farrakhan, yeah, he's a very knowledgeable man.
Yes.
Anyone can listen to him and agree with him. Even you have white people who come to his gatherings.
Okay.
But then you have some... black brothers who are so inarticulate of the way they speak.
Yes.
They have so many haters.
Like who?
I'm not mentioning any names.
Come on, are you talking about me?
We know.
You talking about me? I don't mind.
Hey, yo,
Seriously, I don't mind.
Farrakhan said we're
You talking about me?
Israelites.
Be honest.
My
I don't mind.
man, listen, my man.
Are you talking about me?
I like what Kevin Gates said. He said what is understood doesn't have to be said. We already know.
You see what I mean? No, we don't want this sneaky,
Is there a question? Do you have a question? Sorry.
This sneaky
That's all I want to say. But my man here is making it seem that I have a personal problem against you.
One thing,
I know you.
We want to squash
I have no idea. All I know is there's something wrong with your brain and your faculty. If I came over to a subject matter and they've said and answered, this is about black betterment building, how can I respond to you several times after that saying, but you shouldn't go on and focus on oppression? When I've said the focus is this.
About this brother here.
You can respect what the hell you want.
He can have two people that are disagreeing and he will listen to both of them.
And
He
so
doesn't
can
pick sides. That's what I like about this brother. But I feel like...
And can I?
It's not about you. I'm talking about him. Why do you jump up when I'm
Because you're
speaking
telling
about
me
him?
that. Why are you telling me that for then?
I'm not saying talking to anyone. I'm speaking.
Bro, there's an initiative we're starting forward, and you qualify automatically. Whether you want to practice, that's your own thing, right? But when you're here...
Maybe not, bro. But go on.
So, first of all, I'm
He's going to be the same guy we shunged. He's going to get shunged, and we're going to look at him, and we're going to just...
Bro, alhamdulillah, me, I'm Muslim, I believe in Islam.
Content over everything.
I have no obligation to join any black movement.
So what we're saying is, we're recognizing people who are being mistreated, and we're trying to fix it. That's it. It's not really that deep. It's not deep at all, is it? Yeah. But I'm saying your actions will justify your allegiance, isn't it? Yeah. That's how it is. Like, it should be an honourable thing to realise that the people group you belong to have gone through hard times, and there seems to be no allies jumping in to rectify that. So it should be honourable that you yourself take initiative to do that. That's how I see it. But once again, brother, it's your birthright to join any kind of black betterment building movement.
So what do you recommend? Which one do you recommend?
Well, I recommend that you
Nation of Islam.
Well, no. So what I'm saying, there's so many different. It's not necessarily a Nation of Islam, this or joint, whatever. It's literally a black betterment building means that you're a black person who's dedicated to helping black people whenever it's constructively possible, right? Meaning that whenever you can actually take your time and help black people, you do it. You don't have to join any organisation. You as an individual can go to try to make a school or try to help a business partner. You don't need to join anything, yeah. So that's the mindset you want to have, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Also, I've got a collective. You can give me your number. I can add you to certain like WhatsApp groups, and you can meet other black people and trade and whatever you want to do. It's up to you, bro. Yeah. Well, I'm good, bro. What's your name? I think it's your name, bro.
Hassan.
Hassan. Yeah. Raven. Yeah, good man. All right. Well, we'll see you soon. Anyway, that's a wrap up. That's alcohol. Everyone's. Is anyone even there in the shadows, bro? I can't see. Voice is gone. All right, there you go. Yeah, we're good. Hey.
Look.
Q&A.
Content over everything. From your melody.
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
No, just because there's a beard.
Is this a man or a woman?
This is a woman.
Is this a man or a woman?
She feels like a woman. She's a woman.
Is she a woman?
I can tell you
No, it's not about whether she feels to you. Acknowledge it.
For a really long time.
Go on, say so. Go on.
I've been working with deaf people, and some of them can't hear anything. Okay.
It can be a blessing in disguise, yeah.
Okay. Some of them have hearing aids. Okay, and they define themselves as a hearing person.